Hello everybody, I'm Manakyn, welcome to Saute Streams. How's everyone doing today? While you're here, don't forget to press like, and if you know someone who's interested in Danganronpa or just streamers who love their audiences very, very much, please feel free to send them this stream right now so they can join us. How's everyone doing? Hello Entertaining, hello Cassie, hello Gabby, hello Chumske, hello Kiyoma. How's everyone doing? Happy April Fool's Day. It is April Fool's Day, huh? Yes, it is. It is April Fool's Day for most of you. I think some people are in April 2nd now. But how are you all doing? Let's see. Entertaining says, is that Nicki Minaj? No, that's Nicki Mikan. Attractive Toe, it's been a while. Hello. How's yeah, it has been a while too, Gabby. Hello, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing donate $2, make joke, leave stream. No, never worry about donating. If you guys want to donate, just, share my streams on social media. That's more than enough in terms of a donation. But anyway, hello, I is me. So today we're playing some Danganronpa. You forgot it was April Fool's Day today. I was never a huge fan of April Fools because like 90% of the April Fools jokes are, hey, I did something good. April Fools, the world sucks and everyone's gonna die. And that's like 90% of April Fools jokes on social media. So it's like, yeah, April Fools is more depressing than funny nowadays. Guess what, guys? We cured cancer! April Fools, you're all gonna die! Yeah, April Fools just hurts me, man. April Fool's is your favorite holiday, except on the internet. Yeah, it's not very great on the internet. But anyway, you know what is really great on the internet? Danganronpa. So you know what? Let's get started with some Danganronpa. That segue, though. Your dad called your boss 5 minutes before opening on his shift, saying he was feeling bad and already at work, and what? Yeah, I don't do April Fool's jokes. The extent of my April Fool's joke are, hello, it's my birthday, April Fool's, it's not. Okay, anyway. So if you guys remember last time, there were not one, but 2 murders. And the murders of 2 of my favorite characters. And I'm very sad. But we will have to catch this murderer. So, here we go.
A body has been discovered! Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin!
And there's the second announcement.
A body has been discovered! Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin!
I'm sad, can you tell? Alright, now we gotta get into Hajime mode. 2 body discovery announcements in a row? But that means... the hanged body with a hemp bag on its head. Hiyoko's suspended body. Both those bodies have been discovered at the same time. What is this?
What?
Hiyoko, and who the hell is that other another one wearing the hemp bag.
Could it be?
2 victims? How's it going, Nancy man? How's it going, Kikuko-chan? But when I was here earlier, I didn't see Hiyoko's body. I only saw the hanged body over there. Not even 10 minutes passed. But why? What is this? Impossible. Impossible, impossible. It's impossible for killings to happen on this island.
Shut the hell up!
Shut up, idiot!
This is just...
For now, we should lower the person wearing the hemp bag to the ground. Leaving it like that is just too sad.
Yes!
What about preserving the scene of the crime? Who fucking cares about that? There's a control panel for the Betson lighting on the wing of the stage. You can lower the body with that. That one! Fuyuhiko ran over to the wing of the stage and pressed the button on the control panel. With a motorized sound like the growl of a starving beast, the baton lighting slowly descended. Who's Prime Sus? We will see. I have a thought in my head, but I want to at least see the Monokuma file. When it descended enough for us to reach it, we all worked together to lower the body. Now, I'm going to take off the hemp bag, okay? This is the worst chapter. And not for story. This is the worst chapter because 2 of my favorite characters died. The pain. Oh. Ibuki. Hiyoko. Oh, the pain. Even though I expected it, I still didn't want to confront that reality. Under the hemp bag, there was no denying that the face I saw belonged to Ibuki.
Damn it!
It's all my fault. If only I did a better job of watching over Ibuki. You're wrong. It's not your fault, Mikan. I mean, it kinda is. No offense, but it kinda is her fault. No matter how we feel, the one at fault is...
What's the matter?
Jeez, it feels like someone died in here or something.
Hey!
So you finally showed up, the root of all evil.
What the heck?
How dare you call your big brother the root of all evil? I even went to the trouble of bringing everyone for you.
Bringing everyone.
Ah!
What up, Kazuichi?
Are you kidding me?
What the hell is going on here? Ibuki and Hiyoko?
What?
So 2 people have been killed.
What?
Whoa there, that's not all. I've also summoned the others who were at the hospital.
The others?
This is troubling.
So, it looks like another serious incident occurred while I was unaware.
Damn it!
I can't believe it! They did such a horrible thing! Nagito, Akane, are you okay?
Huh?
Huh? Yeah, of course, why wouldn't be? What do you mean, of course?
No way!
What, are you talking about the despair disease? Jeez, you guys, this stuff is like totally over right now. We got vaccines and everything.
Over?
Yeah, cause I got bored, so I decided to, start manufacturing vaccines.
That's...
For that silly reason?
And now that the killing has started, there's no need to keep that motive around anymore. It's just like COVID. I know it, all the introverts were behind it. They just wanted to stay indoors. Yeah, that despair disease is gone now, so you don't have to worry about it anymore.
What'd you say?
By the way, that's true fact. COVID was created by introverts so they could stay at home. True fact. What the heck? That's impossible! How can you spread a disease and cure it so easily?
Phew.
Pharmaceutical companies! Anyway, who cares? That's already been cured.
Yoo-hoo!
So, let's get back to our main topic and proceed as usual.
The Monokuma file!
There it is.
See ya later!
I'll be waiting at the class trial. Do your best to investigate.
This cannot be.
Again? Do we have to do this again? We have no choice. Like last time, if this means one of us killed these two,
Let me tell you this.
then we cannot let this be. Why do we have to do this?
Damn it.
Thinking like this won't do anything. We just have to do it.
Damn it.
You bet $2 that I'm going to get it right. Thank you for having faith in me. We will avenge them, absolutely. If we don't do anything, we'll all be executed.
Do you
Abandon your overdependence and complaints this instant. Those have no place in this world. But what about Nekomaru? What's gonna happen to him? Is he not going to participate this time? Is that even allowed? Oh, she's still crying. Have a good time eating. Huh?
That's weird.
That's strange. What happened to me? Looks like the lingering effects of the despair disease. It's nothing for you to worry about.
Hey.
Are you okay?
Yep.
Fortunately, it seems like I have nothing to worry
This is
about.
bad.
Since you had liar disease, your after effects could be lies. Maybe.
Leave it to me.
Please leave Nekomaru to me. Akani's never crying. Everyone must focus on investigating, so I'll do my very best.
Alrighties.
I'll definitely bring back Nekomaru and win everyone's trust. It seems we should leave Nekomaru to Monomi. Oh, what about guarding this area? Do we still need it?
Damn it.
I'll stay. I still don't feel good yet. It's better if I stay here too, right? I'll perform the autopsy again.
Damn right.
At least for once we have a strong person guarding the body. Who was guarding the body last time? Hiyoko? No, Hiyoko was gone. It was Mikan, and it's usually Mikan because she's doing the autopsy, and then one more person. Peko. Oh, right, last time it was Peko. Then I'll leave that to you. Then let's get started. So, we can end this nightmare. For good. Hey, Chiaki, I've noticed you're not stuttering as much anymore. Chiaki? I was saying you don't doze off so much, Chiaki? You're right. I don't never mind. That's right. We need to end this. We need to finish this once and for all. I know there's no way we can believe that one of us did this. But for those two's sake, we need to find the truth. And then, we need to end this nightmare once and for all. Let me get my vitamins quick.
Huh?
Like, I've been putting up with this for a while now, but
Hey!
why is it so damn hot in here? I hate being hot. I'm not hot at all. Yeah, that's why the princess doesn't want you, Soda. It's because your clothes are so smothering. I seriously can't stand it. I'll let you guys investigate this place. And so Kazuichi left the music venue under a cloud of grumbling complaints. But it really is hot. Now that Kazuichi's gone, oh, you know what I'm saying, because I'm hot. I'm sorry. Two of my favorite characters died. I need to cope. Okay, I need to cope by doing pills. Ah. To all you kids watching out there, these are pharmaceutically approved. Don't do drugs. In fact, it's swelteringly hot. Swelteringly. I have never heard sweltering in its adverb form. Swelteringly hot. Why is it this hot? No, before that, I need to check the Monokuma file first. How are you all doing today? I'm sad because my favorite characters died. There are 2 victims this time. Ibuki Miota and Hiyoko Saionji. Ibuki's cause of death was a crushed windpipe as a result of choking. There are no other external injuries, so it's just her neck, huh? Hiyoko Saionji's death was blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp-edged tool. Huh, so both of them targeted the neck. I mean, that could be coincidence. We'll keep a note of that. It appears her death was instant. Ooh, yikes. What the? Is this it? I already knew the cause of death from the beginning, so this isn't going to be a very useful clue. This is a clue! They keep mentioning the temperature. We have to check the temperature. Maybe there's like a thermostat or something. Chiaki? Chiaki? Chiaki! What would Professor Layton do? Sorry, it's strange. Why did the killer kill 2 people? That is an interesting question, right? There's a lot of possibilities, and I've been thinking about that. Could it be there are 2 murderers? Could it be that the first one of the murders was required? Could it be one of the murders was accidental? Could it be one of the murders led to the second murder? It's like there are a lot of connections here that could be that there are a lot of possibilities in which these 2 murders could be connected. Obviously, they are connected in some way because they appeared in the same location, right? I mean, that's might have been a coincidence, highly unlikely. I don't know. Although, I think the thing I want to investigate the most was that video that we saw at the beginning, right? What purpose did that video serve? There are a lot of ways to reason out that video, and I'm curious to elaborate on that. There's a lot of ways to elaborate how the video played a part. What was being shown? Why was it being shown? In what situation was it being shown? Was it specifically to be shown to Hajime? Was it specifically to be shown at that time? Was there a specific action that Hajime was expected to do? There's a lot of, I want to, this time around, it's not so much as what happened, because it's, it's reasonably obvious to figure out what happened. The question is, why did it happen? Edin! SDR2 has an amazing OST, man. Hey, how's it going, Edin? Welcome to the channel. It does have a really good OST. It's strange. Why did the killer kill 2 people? Huh? I mean, the more people you kill, the more clues you leave, right? Does it include the 1 witness squad? I mean, that's also a possibility.
So...
I don't think it's really necessary to kill 2 people and take that kind of risk. I agree with that. So yeah, that's what I was saying. Did one kill lead to another? Was one of them required? Was one of them accidental? Was one of them forced? And so on and so forth. Or was there a reason that they had to kill 2 people? A reason for killing 2 people? Regardless, something like this shouldn't be so forgiven.
I'll definitely find out.
The truth behind this case.
I think.
I think. I'd really prefer it if she had a more confident-sounding catchphrase. All right. I will be honest, this is the first time going into the trial where I am at a loss for what happened. Even if Ibuki did hang herself, how do these 2 murders relate? Even if suppose she did hang herself, it's not like she would have just jumped down and tied up Hiyoko. So obviously there was a third party besides Ibuki and Hiyoko that interacted with the crime scene. So let's start with witness testimonies as usual.
Something like this.
It has happened once again. 2 of my cherished friends died at the same time. I can't believe it.
How cruel.
This place is where Ibuki sang for Fuyuhiko. Hiyoko looked like she was having so much fun listening to her music. It was interesting because she was the only one having fun. The rest of us were covering our ears and trying not to cry. And now, these 2 are no longer here. Such a tragedy. At least I won't have to listen to Ibuki's music. No, it's still a tragedy. I understand how you feel, but please get a hold of yourself. 2 of our friends were killed. That's all the more reason why you can't just leave this alone, right?
So just as I thought.
We must do this then, for the sake of the 2 who have fallen. Alright, she doesn't have much to say. If only I'd noticed sooner. Ibuki might have been sick. I'm gonna be real here. As your nurse, it is. You are kinda at fault, but you know what? We're gonna go after the killer this time, Mikan. It's okay for now. Hey, when did you realize Ibuki was missing? After leaving Nagito's room, I went to the on-call room, and that's when it came to me. I should check on how everyone in the hospital was doing one more time before I go to sleep. Hey, PR Plays, oh my goodness, thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much for the you are far too generous, buddy. Oh, thank you.
Do you have any quests for me?
Oh, you are far too generous. For the sake of you enjoying this stream, I hope I can catch the killer. We'll catch the killers together. I'm trying not to go through like a whole emotional spiel every time, but it's hard because you don't know. I don't think it's hard to describe how it feels, man. It's really hard to describe how it feels like to get a donation, like especially as someone like me who's kind of small. It's like, anyway, thank you so much. Okay, Mikan. I should go check on everyone in the hospital is doing one more time before I go to sleep. So that's when I went to the patient rooms and noticed Ibuki was gone. So I quickly ran out of the hospital. So that's what happened, and then she ran into Fuyuhiko or something. And then I saw Fuyuhiko in front of the hospital. So I asked him if he could help me look for it. In the front of the hospital. So he never went inside the hospital. Okay. That might be pretty important. The fact that he never went inside the hospital, I suspect that will be an important factor in determining the killer. Why? Because that means Fuyuhiko never saw the video? So I asked him if he could help me look for Ibuki. That reminds me. Oh, that reminds me, where were you? I thought you were resting in the lobby. Oh, right, she didn't see me watch the video. Oh, entertaining. Oh, entertaining. No, oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, you're so you're too generous. You're too. I don't know. I don't know if I can accept this. I mean, I want my.
Do you have any quests for me?
I want my streams to be free, but you know, when you donate, it's just. It just. It's hard to describe. That when you donate, it's like. It reminds me that. You guys enjoy this, but. And you know, just by knowing that and like you guys enjoy this is really makes me want to keep. I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna continue. That reminds me. Where were you? I thought you were resting in the lobby.
Do you have any quests for me?
It is Dangan Day. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you guys. That is... You guys are so generous and so kind. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying the stream. Really. This just makes me... It just... Thank you. Thank you so much. That's a long story.
I'm sorry, it's not like I doubt you or anything. There's no way I doubt you. Because we've been together.
Since this morning, Hajime. We woke up in the same bed, Hajime.
You're right. We were together until you went... Wait, what, Mikan?
Nothing. That's right. We were together until just a little before the morning Monokuma announcement. So, I don't doubt you. I'm telling the truth. Is it alright if I continue with my autopsy?
Mikan is being sus.
Oh, Hajime, we spent all night together, and then you woke up next to me, and I was holding you close to my chest, and just squeezing you in all different places.
Is she sus enough for you?
So please, spare my life at least.
What happened to not doubting me? Alright, for Hiyoko.
Damn right.
Hey, Hajime, look at this. What?
Huh?
Look what's in the front door. This is a drumstick, right? And it looks like it's broken. That's impressive. I know it just looks like a stick, but drumsticks are hard to break. So that's impressive. What happened to it?
Like...
If something like this is in front of the door, you think it might be a really big clue? Why would this be a clue?
Hey.
Remember when we came to the music venue? If it won't open, the only thing we can do is force our way through. I wonder if that's gonna be possible. Of the four of us, two of us are girls which have lower upper body strength. That's sexist, Chiaki! It doesn't matter if you can or you can't. We have to try! Let's go. We'll all charge at the same time. Ready, set, go! The door was locked when we tried to go inside. The four of us charged at the door. But when I examined it, I found out that this door doesn't have a lock at all.
I get it.
The door is designed to be pushed open, and this is the shape of the hand. So maybe they placed the drumstick on the doorknob, and then they prevent. If it's pushed open, that makes sense. Yeah. If the stick was used to bar the door here, well, don't you think it would lock the door and keep it from opening? You mean, you think the drumstick was used to lock the door? The broken drumstick on the floor in front of the door should be proof of that. Then how was the killer able to get out? That is a good question.
Huh?
I mean, music venue doesn't even have windows, and this door's the only entrance. If they locked the door from the inside, the killer wouldn't be able to escape.
Like...
Well, maybe. The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue. And they waited until we were already at the scene of the crime to join us. That would imply that either Ibuki or Hiyoko killed themselves. Because I think everyone else was outside. Which, I mean, it's not a possibility, I suppose.
I get it.
You know, don't they use tricks like that a lot in mystery dramas and stuff? If that's the case, there might be evidence of that somewhere around here.
Damn it.
Alright, I'm definitely gonna find it. I won't let the killer get away with this. Oh, we better not let the killer get away with this. The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue? Huh. Like he said, might be possible, but...
I've listened to the whole story.
I heard what you two were discussing. Chiaki, that was kind of a cool entrance.
Well,
Thank you. I was rehearsing that for 2 weeks, and I was waiting for the chance to... Chiaki, you're a little bit less cool now. Anyway, besides the broken drumstick, I've also discovered something interesting. What is it?
see?
Look, there's a weird glob where the right and left door touch, see? You're right. What is this? It looks too firm to think it's rubber.
Yep.
Who do I think the murderer is? I want to examine the bodies a little bit closer before I decide. I have an idea, but the problem with me staying it immediately is that it might influence how you guys think, right? I want everyone to, you know, be able to come to their own conclusion. So if maybe like if I say it's going to be this person, you might disagree, but you might be influenced by my way of thinking and immediately shift over. Yeah, it doesn't look like rubber, but... As Chiaki said that, she bent down, scraped off the semi-transparent glob with her finger. Excuse me? Girl, don't just put random things in your mouth. Why are you putting it in your mouth? Wow, Hajime, I was waiting for you to say that. What? Chew, chew, chew. It smells like workshop chemicals. Workshop? And this chewiness. I see. This thing may be a glob now, but that doesn't mean it was a glob from the start. For instance, if this was originally a liquid that hardened... Chiaki, just say glue. Just say glue, Chiaki. It might be possible to apply it directly and smoothly into the gaps. Just say the freaking... Just say glue! I love how the game hints at some really obvious things, but they can't tell you exactly what it is because they need you to figure it out in the trial. So they're like, this might be an adhesive that was designed to stick things together, but eventually it hardened into a solid even though it was applied as a liquid. I love how the game, like, obviously hits at things without being able to say them because, like, okay, we need something for them to solve in the trial. What is this chemical that was an adhesive that started as a liquid but then turned into a solid that was spread between the doors in order to stick them together? Did it taste good? Just as I thought. It tastes nasty. Not like you, Hajime. What? What, Chiaki? What was that? Chiaki spat the glob out of her mouth and left the area. Besides that bit about the taste, it's okay to consider this as some kind of clue, right? Glob. Semi-transparent glob. I see. Okay, so there are two possibilities for locking the door. The first one is the broken drumstick. The second one is the glue. So the question is, why would you use both? And the answer is you wouldn't use both. That doesn't make sense, right? Glue in between the door wouldn't make a strong, wouldn't exactly make a strong shut. A drumstick? I mean, a drumstick could be stronger as a way to shut the door, but because of how the door works and how the leverage works, it would be pretty easy. It's hard to break a drumstick like this. It's pretty easy to break a drumstick between the doors. So it's not like putting a drumstick in there would actually be any stronger than just having glue. Or at least that's my initial thought. So the question is, why would you use both? Would both actually help? It's like if you have a weak lock and a weak lock, it's a weak lock, right? I mean, it's a slightly stronger lock. I mean, okay, if you use the drumstick, why would you apply the glue? The answer is you wouldn't, because the glue wouldn't be as effective as the drumstick. Which means we should talk to Nekomaru, see what we can't talk to Nekomaru, he's in the hospital, man. which means you wouldn't put glue if the drumstick is there, but you would put the drumstick if the glue was there, because the drumstick would make the glue stronger, but then you would just put that. So the question is, how logical is this killer? Because if the killer is logical, and the glue is the requirement, right? Because you wouldn't just randomly spread glue. Spreading glue takes time. So if glue has been placed, glue is a requirement. So which means glue was definitely used. No, I mean, this is just speculation, of course, right? But, you know, you would think that, you know, one way you can reason this is that what if the drumstick was just placed there? The drumstick was placed there to distract the fact that the glue was locking the door in order to lead Fuyuhiko into the way he was thinking. That's one of my I mean, that's not one of my theories, right? That's a reasonable way that the killer would use both the glue and the drumstick. There might be other ways, like for example, maybe the killer just wanted to make a better lock, but I can't imagine that the killer would go through the effort of placing glue if the drumstick was there. And you guys remember, we broke down the door pretty easily, right? It was just one kick. Which means it could be either way. It could be the drumstick, or it could be the glue. But the important thing about this is that regardless of which one happened, it doesn't necessarily mean the killer was inside, right? As long as the possibility exists that the glue was used on the door, we can't immediately assume that the killer was inside the music venue, right? Regardless of which one was used. And I think that's an important point to make, right? Regardless, as long as there's a possibility that the glue was used to lock the door, I think we shouldn't leave anyone out of the suspects list. Anyway, sorry, rant. Talk to him, talk to you. You okay? Still not feeling well? Yeah, I don't really get it, but when I think about Nekomaru, it's like my knees start shaking.
That's weird.
There's no way I've got that kind of weakness. It'll probably go away if I battle a strong dude, but Nekomaru's not here. Nekomaru will definitely come back. You're right. Oh, poor Akane. I mean, it was mostly your fault. All right, Nagito, what do you got for me?
Hajime.
This might be imprudent of me. This might be impudent of me, but will you listen to what I have to say? Yes, finally caught up on all the stream videos to join this. Hey, how's it going, Kendall? Welcome.
Hey.
I heard that you witnessed the incident from the very beginning, right? So, what? We could leave Teru Teru out of the sus list. Nah, Teru Teru is the most sus. Can you provide me with a summary of the incident? I need to reach the truth behind this incident, for the sake of deciding my body to for the sake of dedicating my body to an even greater hope. No. Wow, Hajime.
Wow.
Why? Don't make me repeat myself, no. This guy just wants to confuse us. There's no way I'm gonna tell him what he wants to know.
How unfortunate.
I see. So that's disappointing. I hope you're doing well. All right, so we got a something from Mikan, something from Fuyuhiko, something from Chiaki. Let's check on Gundam. Even I'm horrified of my power, of the eye of the Overlord. What the heck?
Nature. The collective will of the world.
You stupid fool! I cannot believe you haven't noticed that aberrant thing. Pitiful humans. They refuse to lift their heads up for fear of doubting the authenticity of the blue sky. Lift my head up? Does he mean that there's something up there? Tequila! There's tequila! Good catch, Gundam! Okay, tequila, guys. Tequila? Good catch, Gundam. Come on. Gundam, you and me, we're gonna get a drink, okay? Dang it, it's not tequila, I guess. I guess we'll talk to Chiaki. What happened? We're just investigating. All right, Chiaki, give me some testimony. With her arms crossed and a thoughtful look on her face, Chiaki was staring at the stage floor. Did something drop on the floor?
Nothing dropped, it's just dirty.
dirty.
Hey.
Yeah, like you and Mikan, what the heck were you two doing together? You knew about, see, take a close look at the floor.
See?
If you look closely, you're right, there's a smudge as if something was wiped off. Wait, this isn't something! Happy April Fools. Happy April Fools. Is this a bloodstain?
Yep.
Well, a bloodstain isn't strange. Hiyoko's neck was slashed not far from here.
But still.
Rather, what's strange is, why did the killer try to hide it? Hide it?
So...
If they weren't trying to hide it, they wouldn't have been bothered wiping it off. The reason the killer wiped off the bloodstain. As long as the body is nearby, there's no way they'd be able to conceal the crime by wiping off a bloodstain. So, what was the killer trying to hide? The fact that there was blood, right? Because if there was blood and all we saw was Ibuki, then it would be suspicious, because Ibuki's not bleeding. Something like that. Oh, you have a theory, huh? Okay, now let's check out the bodies. Alright, Hiyoko. Hiyoko's body suspended against the pillar on the side of the stage. Oh, Hiyoko! I'm so sorry I couldn't protect you. I really liked Hiyoko. She's wrapped against the pillar with the duct tape, and she looks like she was forced to stand upright. Damn it, who did this? According to the Monokuma file, her cause of death was a slit throat. Her neck looks like it stopped bleeding, probably because of the duct tape wrapped around it. But why is Hiyoko's kimono like this? Her kimono is all disheveled, and her sash is tied in the front. Did the killer do this? But when did the killer kill Hiyoko? When I first discovered Ibuki's body, I didn't see Hiyoko's body here. If that's the case, Hiyoko was killed. It must have been during that time when I was getting everyone before I came back here. But that's barely 10 minutes. Is it really possible that the killer killed Hiyoko and taped her up in such a short time? Well, I mean, they don't have to kill her in that short time. They just have to present her body in that short time. Which means they probably put her up in that short time. Right? Yeah, I mean, she could just be dead off, like, somewhere, like, in another dimension, and they just pull her out of that dimension and put her on, right? Never mind, Hajime said it. The killer must have been someone who doesn't have an alibi during that time, right? Hajime, I mean, you're on the right track, but not exactly.
Hey!
Hey, Hajime! Do you have a minute? It's for the sake of hope, you know? No, you're in the way.
Now.
I don't want to be in your way, but there's something I really need your help with. You see,
Actually,
if you look closely, there's an unnatural shape bulging from inside of Hiyoko's What? What? No! This happened with Chihiro. Don't. Oh my God. Is Hiyoko? Oh my. No. Oh no. Oh no. Don't. Oh no. Don't tell me. Do not tell me. I think she might have been hiding something. Wait. Don't tell me. You want me to search inside Hiyoko's kimono?
huh?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Why?
Well, it would have been a problem if she were alive, but she's dead now, you know? It's a dead body! Don't mess with me! Are you saying it's no problem now that she's dead? Fine, if you don't want to do it, I'll just ask someone else.
Hey!
Hey, Akane!
Yo!
Yo, what's up?
Hey,
Well, there's something I want you to do for me. It looks like there's something inside Hiyoko's kimono. Can you feel around for that?
What?
I don't really understand, but I just gotta check Hiyoko's kimono, right?
thanks.
Thank you, Akane! Helping each other out. Oh, it's such a wonderful thing. Oh, this is all for the sake of hope, you know? Oh, and Hiyoko, her dead corpse will be a stepping stone for all of us!
Now then.
You're acting creepy. Akane reached through the duct tape binding Hiyoko as she stuck her hand inside the kimono and...
That's weird.
Damn it! She's tied so tight, I can't reach with my hand. Oh, wait, hold on.
Yo,
Oh, thank God. Oh, I thought it was something really, really different. Like, Chihiro Fujisaki levels different. And, okay, I feel a little bit better now. Dawn, hey, how's it going? I can't talk too long because I punched your school computer and the screen broke. So yeah, I hope you get that fixed. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for coming. Yeah, when Nagito said there's something bulging out of Hiyoko's kimono, I was thinking something very different. Like Chihiro in the boys' locker room different. But I'm okay now. She was trying to change. Yeah, it seems like it. Is this a key? Perhaps? It looks different from the keys to the cottage. This may be the key to her motel room. The key to the motel room?
But
If the key was so deep in her kimono that it'd be hard to remove, it's very unlikely. Hear that, Hajime? It's very unlikely that the killer tampered with this. I'm giving you a huge hint. Even though I pretend like I don't know anything, I'm the actual only one who actually uses their brain. Don't you get it, Hajime? Why don't you just love me already?
isn't that right?
I mean, because if this is a trap, they would have put it more towards the front of her kimono where we'd notice it. Which means we can conclude that this is something Hiyoko had with her all along. The motel room key.
Hey,
Also, it's not like I'm adding to that or anything, but you looked like you were curious about the condition of Hiyoko's body, right, Hajime? Of course. That's why I'm investigating. Along with Chiaki, but Chiaki's brain isn't as massive as Nagito's. I'll say Nagito has a pretty massive brain. It's true, there's several mysteries regarding her body.
well,
How am I so accurately reading his mind? Well, just hear me out for 1 second. Out of all those mysteries, I think what's strangest is, and pay attention, Hajime, because this is a big hint.
see?
The way they wrapped her body with that duct tape. It's almost like they were trying to hide the wound of Hiyoko's neck, don't you think? Hide the wound on her neck? That's a good point. Yeah, you can see there's some duct tape wrapped around her neck. I don't really know if that was their true intention, but I guess it's a big help for our investigation. The reason for the low volume of blood is because the duct tape is acting as a compress, right? If her body was left alone, after her throat was slit, the surrounding area would be like a sea of blood. A sea of blood, huh? 2 dead bodies floating in a sea of blood. The crimson shadows fade into the distance. Hey, Hajime, this isn't literature club. Okay, so I think we talked with Chiaki. Now we should investigate Ibuki. Nyambo, hello! Danganronpa fans when they see Nagito. I have a very love-hate relationship with Nagito. I hate him because of how much of a jerk he is, but I love him because he's the only one who actually uses his brain. Ibuki's body lay atop the stage. She's wearing the hospital gown she was wearing when she was sick. What's on Ibuki's feet? I didn't notice when she was hanging, but the soles of her feet are dirty. It's blood. But there shouldn't be any external injuries on Ibuki if that's the case. The blood belongs to someone. Wait, that's fresh blood, right? Fresh blood is pink. Dried blood is like dark red, right? That was from the, that's what we learned from Danganronpa 1, I think. What's with the marks on her neck? She hung herself. So it's gonna cause a lot of bruising in the front of her neck. I think.
Damn right.
Hey, Hajime! Can I talk to you for a second? Okay, after he talks to this, I'm gonna state my first conjecture because I think the blood on her soles answered a lot of questions for me. You already discovered the body before you met up with us, right? Yeah, at first I didn't know it was Ibuki because of the hemp bag. But I knew right away she was dead, since she was hanging from that rope.
Like,
Which means Ibuki must have died before Hiyoko was tied up. Fuyuhiko, I know you're good at murder because you're a Yakuza, but you're not very good at solving murder, so leave this to the professionals, okay?
well,
That helps. There's no time of death written in the Monokuma file this time. So I wasn't sure who died for. My face is a little dark. Too bad I can't block out the sun. Fuyuhiko's cool. Fuyuhiko is cool, but he's not the best detective. Leave this to the grown-ups, Fuyuhiko. Hey, how's it going, Kemjo? It's true, their estimated time of death wasn't written in the Monokuma file. But I should know when Ibuki died, because I personally saw it. In that video, Ibuki was climbing the stepladder on her own, so right after that... Wait, hold on. If Ibuki climbed the stepladder right after and died right after, does that mean she committed suicide? No, that's impossible! Because even if Ibuki committed suicide, it doesn't explain Hiyoko's death afterwards. Two different deaths happened at the same time. There's no way that's a coincidence. Okay. This answered a lot. The blood on the souls answered a lot of questions for us. Okay, so what does this mean? This means that Ibuki was standing while there was blood on the floor. And the only place where there could have been blood on the floor, with the exception of if Nagito was coughing blood or something like that, would be when Hiyoko was killed. Which means... Okay, this also answers a lot of questions about the video. Hiyoko was killed. Ibuki somehow took part in that. I don't know how she did, but she somehow took part in that in order to get blood on her souls. Then, she moved to hang herself. So, she might have hanged herself, right? If she hanged herself, then she would... I need to check this stepladder. The stepladder is tipped over on its side. Yeah, I was thinking about that. This must be the stepladder that Ibuki used in the video I saw. Isn't that a blood stain?
See?
Look, there's blood on the left side of the stepladder. As I recall, Ibuki didn't have external injuries. If that's the case, this must be Hiyoko's blood.
Yep.
That's the only thing I can think of.
The bloodstain that probably belongs to Hiyoko is on the left side of the stepladder. What does it mean? That's the picture I needed! That is the exact picture I needed! This is the stepladder. Yes, okay, let's go over this right now, right? Okay. Ibuki has blood on her souls, which means she was likely standing when Hiyoko was killed. Now, whether or not she took part in Hiyoko's murder, I don't know. But the reality remains that Ibuki was somewhere present while Hiyoko was being murdered. And then she hung herself. Someone might have hung her up there, she might have done it on her own. But what we do know is that Ibuki couldn't have hung herself and then come back down, right? She could have hanged herself, but if she hanged herself, she couldn't come back down. And come back down to do what? To clean the blood off of the stepladder. Because you notice, the stepladder in and of itself does not have bloody footprints. What this implies is that the video in and of itself was not the event of Ibuki hanging herself at that moment. Now, it could have been a recording. Maybe somebody recorded it and played it for us. It could have been a act. Maybe it was someone put on a presentation for us. Maybe somehow they got like a screen and like put the screen in front of the camera in order to play the video of Ibuki killing herself. But the fact remains is that Ibuki, the video we saw was not Ibuki hanging herself. And if Ibuki didn't hang herself at that specific moment, that means the killer, and this is something I was thinking about the video, the killer, I was trying to figure out what control did the killer have over the video and why did they present it in that way. But if we know now that Ibuki wasn't being shown on that video, it was a presentation, it was a recording, it was something besides Ibuki's actual event of her hanging herself. If she was not hanging herself, that means the killer had control of exactly when they could play the video. If they could have control when they could play the video, then they can control when they presented it, which means it was presented in a very specific situation in which the presentation of the video was earlier than what could have been expected for anyone to watch it, which means the killer needed to know that there was someone there present to watch the murder, so to have complete control, but at the same time, the killer needed to only have one person watch it at a time to ensure that the person who did watch it would go to the music venue, but would be unable to attract any attention, so they would be forced to leave and allowing the killer to present the second body, because the requirement here is it's a very specific series of events. They needed exactly one person to go to the music venue. If there were two people who went to the music venue, one could have stayed behind, and then the murderer couldn't have presented the second body. Which means exactly one person needed to go to the music venue, leave, and come back. And that entire thing had to be supervised, which means the killer is Mikan. Okay, I was very suspicious of this. I was very, very, very suspicious of this. Mikan showed up to my room. And she wanted to, us to check on it. Nagito, right? But she specifically went out of her way to get me and also to leave Fuyuhiko behind. Right? She wanted to leave Fuyuhiko behind, which means at the time of the showing of the video, she was the only person who could have known that exactly one person was capable of watching this. Which means she didn't come to get me to check on Nagito. She came to specifically have me watch the video. I understand why she killed Hiyoko. Why would you kill Hiyoko? I don't understand. Okay. And remember when I said Fuyuhiko never entered the hospital? The reason I said that is because, right? You have to remember, not only does Mikan need only one person to show up the first time, she needs several people to show up the second time. Which means not only was she trying to present the video to Hajime, she was also trying to prevent Fuyuhiko from watching the video. That's a very important point. She needed Hajime to watch the video, she needed Fuyuhiko to not watch the video. So when Fuyuhiko said, we met at the front of the hospital, I don't think that's a coincidence. I think she specifically went outside to greet him. She did not want him to go inside. To be honest, she did. To be fair, she did treat Mikan the worst. But you have to convince me to like her a bit. I mean, Hiyoko's a darling. Come on. Oh, you're right. It is a good point. She did bully her a lot. That is true. And I'm fairly certain of my conjecture right now. Anyway, that was a very roundabout way of getting to that to that conclusion, but I'm fairly certain, right? This isn't just a series of coincidental events. These events that Hajime went through were very deliberate. Right? This wasn't a coincidence. There is no way this could have happened if it wasn't for everything going exactly how this happened. The killer needed to have control not only of the murder itself, but of the events in which the murder was displayed. In which case, I think we are going to ignore everything that Mikan tells us, which is going to be tough, because Mikan's autopsy, because yeah, you're saying no more autopsies now, right? I'm not going to trust her autopsy this time. I think I said that last time too. I said like, oh, I'm not going to trust her autopsy. I was surprised that I was sad when she died. I was very sad when she died. Are you talking about Hiyoko? Yeah, I was very sad when Hiyoko died. She was my favorite, probably. There's a mat. And she's the only one who, and she's the only pair of panties that I have. Do I have it? Do I have it? Yeah, she's the only one here who I have a pair of panties for. Looks like we did call Mikan's true colors. I had a suspicion from the beginning. It is still kind of creepy. There's a massive candle positioned near the front of the stage. The dull lighting in that video must have been coming from this candle. This candle! A candle this huge might be perfect for lighting, but they didn't need to bother. They could have just used normal stage lighting. My last memory with Hiyoko is taking her underwear. No, my last memory with Hiyoko is her partying at the Fuyuhiko's party, so we have a little bit more. Why did Hajime take her panties? He didn't take her panties. Just imagine a potential act that they could have done that would result in Hajime acquiring her panties. That's the implication here. I think that's it for the stage. Oh, curtain. There's a black curtain hanging at the far side of the stage. This curtain, it's not wide enough. It can't reach from one edge of the stage to the other.
Huh?
It's not really a full-length curtain. Is it a carpet? This curtain wasn't originally here. If it was, it's strange that it doesn't fit properly. It was probably obtained from the furniture section of the supermarket. Is there nothing that the supermarket doesn't have? Why does the supermarket have everything? It's like a serial killer's like galore. See, the back of the curtain is taped for temporary use, just like the curtain at the supermarket. So you're saying someone took the time to actually bring that curtain all the way from the supermarket?
So...
If they went that far, this was probably something that the killer really needed for this crime. Why did they need it? Who knows? Well, it wouldn't be a mystery if the answers came easy. Can I check the storage? Oh, we'll definitely check the storage. However, although I'm fairly certain that it is Mikan due to the presentation of the bodies, I'm still not particularly sure how she did it. So I still haven't figured it out. I just know, based on the series of events, it had to be Mikan. Imagine if there was a helicopter in the supermarket. But there is! What is it? Remember Monokuma was flying a helicopter when he was killing Teru Teru? There's probably a helicopter in the supermarket. I think that's it for this, maybe? The pillar, maybe? Chiaki? Oh, control panel. There's a control panel on the wing of the stage. It seems you can control this. It seems you could use the control panel to raise and lower the batten lighting. In fact, we use this to lower Ibuki's hanged body. Speaking of the lighting, the video in the the video of the music venue I saw. It had dim candlelight ambiance to it, and didn't look like the lighting was used at all. Why didn't they use it though? Was there some reason that I would have inconvenienced them? Well, I mean, by making it dim, it's hard to make out details.
So you have appeared.
I see. So you finally noticed too, fiend. Noticed? So you didn't notice. Are those eyes just little glass balls? Take a good look at the batten lighting above your head. Have you not noticed that aberrant item? Look at the batten lighting? Oh, I didn't notice that. You mean that? Just looks like black paper stuck to the batten lighting. Check the bag before the storage. So you finally noticed. But I can't really see it from here. I should lower the batten lighting one more time and...
I can see it!
There is no need.
Go, my 4 dark devas of
Go!
destruction!
Mirage Golden Hawk! Jumpy! Now is the time for you to take flight! Feast your eyes upon the brave souls of my 4 dark devas of destruction. A hamster launched itself from Gundam's hand and ran up to the batten lighting on the ceiling in a flash. I can imagine him pulling off like super badass poses, and then the little hamster just crawls up cutely. Oh, that's beautiful. It started running around the stuck slip of paper in rapid circles. And then the paper fluttered downward and was deftly caught by Gundam. Did you see that? Behold the power of the ultimate evil eye wielder.
Wow!
That is amazing. I have never seen a hamster do tricks.
How pitiful.
They're my 4 dark devas of destruction. Hamsters are merely their temporary form. Gundam is wholesome in the most emo way. So what's with that paper?
Fine.
It seems to be some kind of thick paper, although it does not have any special spells scribed to it.
It was close.
It appears that the killer did not use necromantic magic. Well, I guess that's it. No, that's not it. There's no doubt this is some kind of clue. I mean, the fact that it was stuck in a place like that, no matter how we think about it, it's too unnatural. Thick paper. All right. Oh, bag, right. Oh, and we also have to look at the noose. Oh, man. Sorry. Give me a moment. Me and hangings don't... I have a... hangings make me feel really weird. Sorry, guys. Give me a moment. Ibuki had a hemp bag on her head, and was hanging from the ceiling. But why? Why did she have a hemp bag on her head? Wait, huh? The hemp bag? Have I seen this before? Upon further inspection, there's a Monomi decal on the... I think I've seen this before. I think I've seen this bag before. It looks like this isn't just a normal bag. Where did I get that from? Oh, when I bought the sticker! The sticker! Do we still have the sticker? What is it? I'm stupid? Or like, I was born this stupid or something? I was born this way and I'm stupid or something like that? It's the rope that was tied to the batten lighting on the ceiling. Ibuki hanged herself with this rope and died. From what I can tell, it looks like just a regular length of rope with no unnatural features. But despite the fact that this music venue has a storage room, there shouldn't have been any rope there. Hey, Hajime, I'm giving you a hint. Which means it was obtained from the supermarket. Did the killer bring it from there? That means anyone could have obtained the rope, and it means it'd be difficult to use this as a clue. I wonder if that's true. Huh? Oh, I just noticed a little something. Is it okay if I confirm it?
Hey!
Hey, Mikan! You got a moment?
What? happened?
There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right?
Well, yes. She had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from the hanging.
I see.
I see. So Ibuki died by hanging herself. That was obvious the moment we discovered the body. You might have not seen it, but we all saw that she hanged herself. You're right. Yep, I got it. Oh, I guess this rope won't be much of a clue. See you later.
He totally knows. He totally knows. He totally knows Mikan is the killer. He totally knows. He totally knows. See, I love Nagito because he's really smart. But I hate Nagito because he's such an ass. I think that's it for this area. Oh, there still should be more things? What? Here? Curtain? Stepladder? Chiaki? Here? Lights? Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, here. This looks like the main venue's AC. Oh, this is still Hajime. This looks like the music venue's AC unit. That's right. You might be able to adjust this hot air in the music venue with this. All right. I should mess around with this a little. Like so. Oh, it's running as a heater. It's over 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I know why it's so damn hot. It's not because I'm in the room. Oh, yes. I better turn off this heater. That should cool things off for a little while. Who sets their room temperature to 86 Fahrenheit? In a venue. This is an area where lots of bodies come together and it gets really, really hot. And they set it to 86. That's gross. Guess we're done. Storage room. The antagonist forces us to do all the work, including Hiyoko. I'm counting her as an antagonist. There's a door that says staff only. Looks like the inside of a storage room. Might as well investigate here. Didn't you read the sign? It said staff only! No, Hajime, no! You're breaking the rules! Oh, I see. He just wanted a little alone time with Nagito. Nagito, did you come here to investigate this storage room too? I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking. Is that it? Wait. Is that it? Or is he trying to stand guard here?
Hey,
So how about it? You find any clues? The tipped over stepladder on the stage, the duct tape binding Hiyoko. It probably all came from this storage room. There might be other things from the storage room that were used for the crime too. You always pretend to give me hints, but in the end, you're just gonna be on the killer's side, right? No! I always side with Hope! I'm not siding with the killer, you know. I'm just siding on whoever acts in the name of Hope! That's all there is to it!
but...
Oh, Nagito, I know you so well.
That's the main reason why this case is really special. Huh?
Man,
I can't say for certain, though. What is this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any sense.
Hajime,
By the way, Hajime, did I ever tell you that I still don't understand the details of what quite happened?
right?
Hey, if you can explain to me in detail, I think I'd be able to give you more useful information.
Really? You might end up confusing us again. You don't want to find the truth. You just want to make us suffer.
How mean.
That's not true. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well. For the sake of everyone's hope, I'd gladly become the enemy, and I won't even mind when I die. That's the main reason why. I can't overlook this case this time.
What does that mean?
Regardless, I guess you're not gonna tell me, huh? Then, it can't be helped. I guess I'll rely on my own gut feelings.
Gut feelings?
Hey,
You should come by later, too. I'll go there first and wait for you.
Where exactly are you talking about?
Obviously, my bedroom. The movie theater.
After he said that, Nagito walked out of my sight. That is a good question. Why did the culprit increase the temperature? Movie theater? Why the sudden interest? Oh, there's a lot of stuff. Stickers. There's a lot of stickers with the venue's logo placed here. It looks like they made a bunch and had too many left over. Somewhat depressing. Compared to last time, it feels like there are less stickers than before. Am I overthinking this? Maybe they placed them somewhere? Oh, here's stickers. There's carpeting, wallpaper, and paint on the shelves. It's probably used for the stage decorations. Huh? This thick black paper that's folded up on the lower shelf. It looks like wallpaper. Hey, there's a rip on it! There's a rip on it! There are a lot of stickers pasted all over the front and side of this wallpaper. And this edge of the wallpaper. Looks like there's a little torn, but what does this mean? Yeah, there we go. Which means this was used near the baton. I'm gonna be honest, guys, I don't understand the joke with Hajime and orange juice. I have no idea what's going on. I think that's it. There are a lot of different musical instruments lined up here. I know about guitars and drums. There are also instruments and machines I've never seen before. They don't look like they pertain to the case, though. Oh, I'm stumbling over all of my words today. I'm sorry, guys. You can see your whole body in this full-length mirror. It's probably used for checking myself out. With a mirror this big, it'd be easy to see how hot I am. I guess that's everything important in this storage room. I'll go back to the music venue. He drank orange juice in the party. That's literally it? That's literally the joke? Is that it? Oh, here, camera stuff. The shattered remains of a machine are spread all over the floor.
I see.
This appears to be the surveillance camera unit.
This, too, must be the will of causality.
Kazuichi put it in the music venue for communication purposes. Why is it destroyed like this?
Perhaps criminal psychology is at play here.
What do you mean?
Well,
Even if they know they are not being recorded, there is no way a killer would tolerate committing a murder in front of a camera.
Fine.
So that is why they destroyed the camera. Huh. It seems plausible enough. They'd hesitate to murder someone in front of a camera. Is that why the killer destroyed this? Then, what was that thing I saw? Obviously, they destroyed it after showing you. The surveillance camera unit. Alright. We might be close to finished investigating the music venue. But I still need to talk to Mikan. I need to make sure I get those autopsy results from her. Alright, Mikan, give me the autopsy results. How about it, Mikan? Have you found out anything by now?
It's been very inconclusive.
Of course it has. Of course it has, Mikan. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. It was Mikan. It was Mikan. It was Mikan.
You got it wrong!
But it's not my fault! The music venue's just too hot!
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll leave.
Because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of death!
Because of the heat? Is that possible?
If a body is overexposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine the precise time of death.
Well, just give us an estimate. Basic estimate. I see. That might have been the killer's goal. They covered up their time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the music venue hot. But that's weird.
But
Even if the heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death?
I agree. As long as I saw it, it should be clear what order these murders occurred. First Ibuki, then Hiyoko.
And as long as this is an imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistaking the order of the murder.
She's trying to convince me of the order. She's like, it's clearly in this order. Wait, hold on. Wait, actually, hold on. What? Imitation murder?
As long as this.
What?
Huh?
You don't know, Hajime? I thought everyone already knew.
See?
It's a murder where the killer uses a creative work, like a song or film, as an outline for their killings. As the ultimate gamer, I've once stabbed a man 28 times and wrote "I am alive" on the back of the wall. Then when I was interrogated, the man slammed down a file and said, 28 stab wounds. It's so common in detective novels, mangas, and video games, you start to get annoyed by it.
How would an imitation murder be related to this?
Well, based on the killing order and the way they were killed, it's clearly an imitation of that movie.
That movie?
Good instincts.
The assumption is an imitation murder is the reason why the killer killed 2 people.
The goal was an imitation murder. Even so, why did they feel the need to do something like that?
Do you have a minute?
Chiaki become human. Chiaki android confirmed.
Excuse me, if this was really an imitation of that movie, then is it possible that one more person might have been killed?
This, too, must be the will of causality.
It is certainly conceivable, even if the killer wishes to complete the imitation. Hold on a second. What are you all talking about? Imitation murder. One more person might have killed.
Are you guys worried that there's gonna be another victim? No worries! Things will get out of hand too fast if a bunch of people could be killed at once. I'm a real cautious fella, so I've prepared a perfect countermeasure. On this killing school trip, the same Blacken can only kill the maximum of 2 people.
You mean, you've added another rule?
Yep.
Yeah, well, killing everyone at once. If killing everyone at once is okay, the Blacken would be able to secure an easy victory, right? The new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains.
If a maximum of 2 people, then will there be no more killings? Since you're here, can I ask you one more thing? I just want to confirm one of the class trial rules.
How's it going, Lobby? Welcome.
I see. As expected of you, you're very strict about games.
Perhaps.
I don't want to consider this possibility at all, and I don't even want to think someone would do this, but is it okay to stab someone 28 times?
Huh?
So,
Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility of killing someone with 28 stab wounds. That would mean stabbing them 28 times, right?
I am concerned.
If we can only stab someone 28 times, if we cannot stab someone 28 times, then we will not be able to recreate the murder from Detroit Become Human.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
See?
So, what happens if you can't stab someone 28 times? Or a case where there's 29 stab wounds or 30 stab wounds?
Silence.
Shut up! Okay, I'll make sure, extra sure something like that never happens.
Hey,
Meaning you can stab someone 28 times.
Wow.
Ah!
I don't like this.
All right, fine, that's right. You're allowed to stab someone a maximum of 28 times. Even if there's an accomplice, you're not allowed to stab them both together more than 28 times.
This is kind of depressing.
Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. I should just shut up and go back to my cave.
So I really went off script there, but if you guys were only listening to my voice, essentially what Monokuma confirmed is that there's only one killer. I'm sorry.
With this,
I guess that narrows things down a little.
yep.
Yep, it makes things a little easier. Now I'll be able to stab you 28 Nagito
Chiaki!
no one 28 times. Because I won't kill people, because killing is bad.
Fine.
Plus, if the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people,
Taste your powerlessness!
it means a third victim would be impossible. Imitation murder breakthrough. You guys keep saying that, and it sounds strange to me. What do you mean by imitation?
Could it be? You haven't seen it?
Seen it? Seen what? I mean, I've seen you sleeping in my bed, and that's okay. Don't get the wrong idea, Chiaki.
So...
Like I said, that movie.
Oh my!
I was indeed only listening to your voice. Sorry, Kikuko. Essentially, Monokuma just said, this time around, no more than 1 killer is present.
When we first explored the island, Monokuma was passing out invitation tickets.
And the imitation is the Wizard of Monomi.
Good
Of
instinct.
course, it is an imitation of that movie.
Well,
Well, based on the murders this time, it closely resembles that movie, as if they were copying it.
As if they copied the movie. I see. Nagito mentioned something about that. Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings? Come by later, too. I'll go first, and I'll wait for you. Where exactly? The movie theater. We'll sit in the back and make out.
you...
I'm Chiaki, the android sent by Cyberlife. I see. So you haven't seen it. Still, it's not too late, I think. It was a big hit. Everyone loved it. I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars, but the special effects were
Chiaki,
I'm sorry. It's probably a good idea if you watch that movie before the class trial starts.
looks like I need to do that.
I should get going too. There are other places I want to investigate.
um...
Where do you intend to go next, Chiaki? The hospital, for sure. The first victim, Ibuki, was there. I don't know what was going on at the hospital in the first place.
You are right.
Thanks to the despair disease, we could not go there for some time.
She's right. It might be good for me to investigate the hospital too, and the motel. There might be some clues related to Ibuki's death. Hey, how's it going, Matt? For clues related to Hiyoko's death, I should try over to the motel. Still a lot of things I can do before the class trial. I'll definitely give it my all until the end. Alright, what do you guys think? Should we go make out with Nagito in the back seats of the movie theater? Let's do it. Alright, let's check on our pet. We haven't done that for a while. Not that. Goodbye, Poop. Danganronpa 2. Goodbye, Poop. This trial has given me despair, so let's give our pet some hope. She's wearing the android coat. A motel. Yes, Chiaki is the android sent by Cyberlife. I just remembered. I never went inside any of the rooms at the motel. I don't even know where Hiyoko's room is. It might just be faster to ask someone. Buddy?
So you have appeared.
You're here, right? Come on out. Are you talking to me? I can see you. Did you really think you could hide your presence like that? I wasn't trying to hide in the first place. Hey, which room was Hiyoko staying in?
Listen well.
Open the door to the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear, and you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear. It's okay, I have Hiyoko's. Yeah. Yeah, so if I wet myself, we have an extra pair of underwear right here. I wonder how this guy talks to his parents and teachers. Here, center room? Center room? Oh, there. Oh, center of that back. Clatter, 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 clatter. Looks like it's locked, but... The key was inside her kimono. Maybe if I use this. Oh, he just took it with him? It opened, just as I thought. This key was Hiyoko's room key. Let's go inside. Now, by the way, if anyone thinks I'm wrong about the murderer, feel free to speak up. Like, I have no problem with like talking it out with you guys. I mean, as long as there are no spoilers, as long as you're saying, oh, maybe it's this person, oh, maybe it's that person, right? Feel free to like throw out your theories as long as they're like theories and not spoilers. So Hiyoko was staying here. She only stayed a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like her. It doesn't really feel like her room, but I feel a little conflicted.
Oh my!
Huh? Did a door open?
Yeah, Hiyoko put the key to her kimono. Put the key in her kimono, so I used it to open that. To open it. I'm stumbling so much. I promise I can English on a normal day.
I see.
Wait, how did you get in here? Oh, she must have followed him from behind. What, did something happen?
No, it is just... I'm starting to believe it might be my fault.
Your fault? What do you mean? Wait, what does she mean? What does she mean? Wait, let's investigate first. Is there anything here? Oh!
No.
Yeah! The most important thing, 100% Monokuma run. Oh, I thought the air vent might have been something, but guess not. The bed? The bed isn't messed up. Doesn't look like she was abducted in her sleep. It's a mirror, but it's small and rusty. There's no way anyone can use this. I think that's it.
The moment Hiyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room.
She was afraid of the despair disease. She was cautious of you guys too, right?
However,
The fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in her room. She had another reason.
Besides the disease, what other reason would make her lock herself in her room?
Well, you see, she put a picture of your face and was kissing it, and she didn't want anyone to see.
Wait, but she's just my daughter. I just wanted to protect.
That's not how she viewed.
What? I mean,
Her kimono.
her kimono.
Yesterday, I went to go talk to her. Since she had been in her room for some time, I told her it might be good for her to come outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence, it was not locked at that time. And then I saw it.
Oh, she had trouble dressing. Oh, she doesn't have anyone to tie her kimono sash. Thank you for blessing us with a Monokuma, indeed. Hiyoko is truly the best girl, because she gave us a Monokuma toy.
She did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower, but then she could not tie her sash anymore. Mahiru is no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it.
Even if she learned how to do it from Mahiru, I can imagine that, it must have been difficult tying the sash thinking about Mahiru. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono.
you are right.
The others might have thought it was just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Hiyoko told me that she learned how to tie a sash from Mahiru. That Mahiru kindly taught her the basics. That's why she wanted to be able to tie her sash on her own.
Perhaps.
She probably could not forgive herself for being able to do it, especially since Mahiru taught her. I could not really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did.
What did you say?
Hiyoko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it! Because
Mahiru taught me. That's
Oh.
why I can do it on my own.
Hiyoko, I wish I could give you a hug from the afterlife.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror?
Oh no, Sonia told her to go to the music venue!
Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue? If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful.
And that means at that time. That means when she went to the music venue. Mikan and Ibuki were there. You have a yukata and you have problems wearing them? I know lots of people have problems tying them.
Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
And then she kicked me out.
It cannot be.
Could it be? Hiyoko remembered that. Are you saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? I can see that happening. Hiyoko locked her room and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. I can't imagine that she was abducted by someone. If so, that's weird. Did you tell anyone about that before the incident? Or was someone listening in on your conversation? I never told this to anyone. I do not believe anyone was listening in on our conversation. Nobody knew? If that's the case, how did the killer know Hiyoko was going to the music venue? They didn't. Could it be? Could it be that it wasn't that they wanted to kill Hiyoko, but they had no choice? That's why 2 murders happened. They had no choice but to kill Hiyoko. You think it's Mikan? I do too. They had no choice but to kill Hiyoko. Hiyoko's death was just an accident? Oh, that is even worse. Oh, I am in pain. Not saying I don't miss Ibuki, but Hiyoko didn't even need to die. It was entirely a coincidence. Something's wrong. Sonia's account. I don't see anything else that looks suspicious. There's no sign that someone made a mess of her room, and I don't think she was forcefully abducted. I feel like I couldn't really find any important clues. Oh well. Well, thank you, Sonia, but I think we got the most important clue. I have another confession to make. What is that, Sonia? I was the one who introduced Chiaki to Detroit Become Human. No! Sonia, no! Let's talk to Fuyuhiko.
Damn right.
Hey, Hajime! Explain it to me again! What happened when you first discovered Ibuki's body? It was the same as when I found it with you guys. Ibuki was hanging from the batten lighting. However, there was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. I met up with Chiaki at this motel, and when we were about to go back to the music venue, Sonia's the true mastermind. Sonia killer confirmed. She's gonna stab someone 28 times. You met up with Mikan and me. And when we went back to the music venue, the entrance door wouldn't open for some reason.
I see.
Oh, that was Fuyuhiko, I think. Oh, no, that was me. So, we had no choice but to break down the door, and discovered Hiyoko's body was suddenly there too. Yeah, that's what happened.
Hey,
This is the most important part. When you arrived at the motel, who else did you see besides Chiaki? Just Gundam. Didn't you hear me? A body was found. Body? Kia! Could it be? Do you intend to spread lies like Nagito in order to confuse us all? Besides Chiaki, I also saw Gundam and Monomi.
I see.
I see. So Kazuichi and Sonya didn't appear, huh?
Do you think those two are suspicious?
Like...
Well, Hiyoko was killed. Between the time you saw Ibuki's body and when we broke down the door, right? So obviously those two are the most suspicious since they weren't with us.
That might be it. Fuyuhiko, you're confusing the times. You're getting the times all wrong. When the body is seen is not the same as when the body is killed.
While we're at it, let me tell you my alibi. When the morning Monokuma announcement woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mikan panicking in front of the Exactly. Mikan didn't just coincidentally meet Fuyuhiko in front of the hospital. She was positioned there as an interception. Yes, everything points to Mikan. I asked her what was going on. She said Ibuki disappeared. So, you guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh?
Well, yeah.
Well, while we were circling the island, we came to the motel and saw you guys there. Did you see anyone else while you circled the island?
Well,
No. We went to the movie theater, and then the street full of machines to look for Ibuki, but we didn't see anyone. Are you implying that I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? It's unreasonable for you to doubt me. The time that Mikan and I were on our own looking for Ibuki wasn't very long. In that short time, there's no way I could have killed Hiyoko and wrapped her around the pillar with duct tape. It's true. I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue. But the fact is, Hiyoko was killed, and we discovered her body.
huh?
Do you still doubt me?
Jeez.
Well, I'm used to it. It's true I've done things that I deserve to be doubted for. So don't worry. Even if you doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you and encasing you in concrete.
Well, gee, Fuyuhiko, you're definitely a romantic. I bet girls swoon all over you, especially Peko. I want to know in advance what I'd have to do to end up like that. Dang. You know, I miss Peko. I think Fuyuhiko and Peko would have been a cute couple. Before I go to the movie theater, I'm gonna head back to the hospital. Because I don't want to deal with Nagito. Hey, Chalkers.
Well,
Chalkers is growing on me. I do like her, even though she's always really monotone like this. But I have to save my friends, so I won't allow killing on this island, except for 28 stab wounds. 28 stab wounds. Chucky! I feel like I haven't been here in a while, even though it's only been a few days. Hey, you prepared that surveillance camera unit, right?
Hey.
Yeah, so? I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious.
Did you get it from that shady-looking alleyway where all those machines were lined up?
Right.
Yeah, I just tweaked it a little bit.
Then, if there are other surveillance camera units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras?
Man.
No, that's impossible. Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance unit monitors are only used as part of the same unit. The video that was filmed with the hospital camera can only be viewed on the hospital monitor. The video that was filmed in the music venue camera, filmed with the music venue camera, can only be seen on the music venue monitor.
Hey.
But if I left it like that, it wouldn't have been able to communicate, so I just swapped the cameras.
So that's how you were able to view the hospital footage from the music venue and vice versa.
However, each surveillance camera unit manages its broadcast based on a specific number. So even if you bring the same model camera or monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal.
Meaning, even if another surveillance camera exists, it'd be impossible to broadcast with it.
Huh?
However, I didn't just swap the cameras, I modified them and increased its wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't be able to use it.
You're right, you did work on that. Credit where credit's due. Kazuichi did actually do a pretty good job on this. Fuyuhiko just snitched on Mikan. There's a surveillance camera unit on top of the reception desk. As long as the music venue's surveillance camera unit is destroyed, it's impossible to broadcast with this.
Hajime.
There's something I want to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? Why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that, right? Did you see something with this camera?
That's right.
Oh yeah, I also wanted to ask you that. It'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions.
Hey.
Tell me, Hajime.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video in that surveillance camera unit.
This was really weird.
It showed the music venue stage. There was a black curtain hanging like there is now. But the whole display was pretty dark because they were just using candlelight. There was rope hanging from the ceiling, and beneath that, a stepladder on the floor. And right away, a person wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head appeared. I don't know who it was because their face was covered, but now I know it must have been Ibuki.
I don't know, it could have been someone else.
She walked straight to the stepladder, and without any hesitation, she climbed the stepladder of her own free will, and then she grabbed the rope, and that's all I saw. The candlelight must have been snuffed out or something, because the screen went dark all of a sudden, and it wasn't displaying anything anymore.
Man.
Well, if the candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions, so things can still show up even in the dark. But the one I got from the machine gallery was a really old model.
Hold on.
Well?
At the time, you said you didn't know the person wearing the hemp bag was Ibuki, right?
Yeah. You didn't know it was her? But you saw her trying to hang herself. So you rushed over to the music venue and tried to stop her.
I didn't make it in time. Oh man, Hajime still blames himself, huh? Based on what we've theorized, I think no matter what, Hajime, I don't think you would have made it in time. I don't think there was any possibility you could have made it in time. Still, it sucks.
Hey.
Still, if she climbed the step ladder on her own, does that mean she committed suicide? Would that mean she's her own killer?
Ibuki committed suicide? What do you think, Chiaki?
There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the step ladder on her own, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt.
If so...
Hey, don't think for so long! If you don't know, just be honest about it!
Well, of course she doesn't. There's no way we'd be able to figure it out that easily.
I solved the first and second case in Danganronpa 1, I'll have you know. I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor. I'm heading over there.
What the heck? She ran away all of a sudden!
She said the conference room, but why would she mention the conference room all of a sudden? Also, I might be overthinking it, but... Did she just seem a little upset? Dang, Hajime, don't insult a gamer's intelligence. Gamers have very fragile egos. Come on. Including me. When someone calls me a noob, my positivity level plummets by 17 points. Oh, hey, what up?
Now then.
I'm finally getting back to my normal self!
right.
Hajime, help me with my recovery! You can touch my boobs if you would.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
No, Hajime, no!
She was bearable when she was quiet. It'd be so much better if she was still feeling the after effects. She'd beat me up if I said that out loud, though. Anyway, why are you here?
Hey!
Well, I've never been sick or hurt before, so I had no idea, but hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well keep wearing one.
Don't tell me you plan on wearing your hospital gowns from now on. That's the idea, but it looks like they're out of stock. It looks like there was one for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be more in the empty rooms. There weren't any gowns?
Yo,
Yep, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so the only one's left is the one Nagito was wearing. If I have no choice, I'll just use Nagito's. It's unisex, and it'll probably fit me. Oh, wait, what happened to the gown you were wearing? Are you saying I should wear the one I already wore? That's gross. Wait, so she's okay with wearing Nagito's sweaty clothes, but not her own? I don't kink shame. You do you, Akane.
like,
No time to dilly-dally. I totally left Mikan back at— No! No, she's gonna destroy the evidence! Well, I guess it's okay since I've already investigated the music venue. But leaving her on guard duty was a bad idea. Well, I guess it doesn't matter since we've already investigated. Monokuma? Monokuma? Nope. We've already gotten that one. Oh, have we ever been here? I don't think we've ever been here. Is that an MRI? Oh, interesting. It's shaking. Why is it active? Whoa, why is it flying? What the frick? What the frick? Staff room. Oh, this is where I spent the night with Mikan. Good memories, good memories. This isn't a room for patients, more like an on-call room for hospital staff. But all this cluttered medical equipment makes it look like a storage room. Hey, if this is the only on-call room, working at a hospital must be tough work. So if a room like this exists, that means there used to be people here, right? Seriously, what the heck's going on? It's a hospital. Of course it would have a floating MRI machine. Hello, PR. There's a bed. It resembles one of the patient rooms, but these are probably for breaks or for romantic interludes with a certain nurse. Oh, I'm glad Hajime got some time with her before she gets executed. Now's not the time to rest, though. I should get back to investigating. I think that's it. There's nothing here. Boxes? Medical equipment and nursing tools. There's a lot of other medical stuff here, too. This room looks like it's used for storage equipment. There's nothing particular that catches my eye, though. Executed? Yeah, if you look down here, currently my prime suspect is Mikan. I do think it's Mikan. Ha 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 ha, no. Why do you say that? What's this? It's pitch black. I can't see anything. Where's the switch?
hey,
Don't turn it on.
Huh? Chiaki, are you there?
'cause
If you turn on the light, it's going to be fully exposed. It'll be embarrassing.
What's fully exposed?
hey,
Hey, Hajime. If you poke out your eyes, you can turn on the light.
It's okay. I'll close my eyes and reach out my hands instead. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Are you gonna poke them out? Are you gonna stab them 28 times?
No, I'm not gonna poke out my eyes, and I'm not gonna stab myself 28 times.
aww.
Ah, bummer. Troll fail.
No sooner did she finish saying that, I heard the dry sound of curtains being drawn. There was a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little. I squinted my eyes until they started adjusting to the light. And I saw Chiaki had finished opening the curtain that was covering the window.
Hey,
Were you surprised?
Surprised? I don't get it.
well,
I got it.
Got what?
see?
The curtains in this conference room are designed to completely block out light.
There's a projector in here, so they probably are careful about shining light through.
See?
See? A black curtain that blocks light. And it's also long enough to reach the floor, so it's perfect. A black light blocking curtain? That's why it was so dark. Is something wrong with it? I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret. Yep, she's upset. But still, what was that all about? The bit about it being embarrassing if I look and troll fail.
Nope.
I just wanted to mess with you.
Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? I guess I'm done investigating the hospital. I should move to a different place. Are you guys thinking what I'm thinking? You guys see it? Do you guys see it? That's right! It's a Monokuma! Ah! 100%! Woo! Also, the curtain here matches the curtain in the music venue, but that's not the important part. The important part is the Monokuma. Alright, see you later, Chiaki. Are we in the Twilight Zone? No, we are in the hospital zone. I think I 100% did chapter 3. I think I 100% did chapter 3. Are there 5? I remember I saw 3 sombrero Monokumas, and that's 2 more, right? Which means it's 5. I think last one is the movie theater, I think? Is that it? I don't think Electric Avenue has anything. Wild Gunman Monokuma.
Hello there.
Why, hello there, Hajime. I knew you'd come here. That means you noticed too, right? The case this time is an imitation case, in which the killer used the movie as their theme. I wouldn't know, I haven't watched it yet.
I see.
Then you really should watch the movie first.
Hey!
Manager! A customer's here!
Did you call me? What?
Eh? Hajime's the customer.
What? You have a problem with that? Yeah, so far I have 100%ed Monokumas.
What are you gonna do?
And you said you didn't want to watch it, but I knew you wanted to see it all along, you tsundere. That's what a tsundere Hajime. Sometimes me and Hajime are spirit brothers, but other times it's me and Monokuma. If that's what a tsundere Hajime looks like, then you're a really tough guy. You are so devoted to being tsundere, you even brought the Monokuma sticker for 1.5 million.
Huh? You paid 1.5 million for a sticker? It's nothing.
Listen up!
In exchange for watching the movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for my Monokuma sticker. Come on, since we're talking about it anyway, why don't you show it to Nagito?
Stop it! But my resistance was in vain. Monokuma reached into my pocket and took the sticker.
See? This is the one! I'm sorry. I was bored, stupid.
You bought this for $1.5 million? Hajime, I don't think you're your hope anymore. You're not an ultimate at all. You're just despair, man. Why would you do this to yourself?
But in the end, he's gonna watch the movie anyway.
Who cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give me an invitation ticket.
Here!
Okay, here you go. It already says so on the invitation, but it's only effective today at this time. Just like how all movie theaters are. So cheap. So money hungry. It's a good thing all movie theaters are going bankrupt. See, COVID wasn't bad for everything. By the way, I can only give 1 ticket per person, so you only have 1 chance to watch for free. I've already stamped today's date on the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat.
Don't worry, I only plan to watch it once.
Look forward to it, okay?
I'll prepare the projection reel. Please wait a bit, okay?
Hey,
Hajime, about that invitation ticket, I strongly recommend you keep it safe. Why? No reason! Just think of it as a protective charm!
Oh, you should keep the ticket! Hajime, the ticket! You should hold on to it!
Thank you, Nagito. I guess I'll just wait until Monokuma finishes his preparations. Thank you, Nagito. Nagito's weird. You're gonna donate $100? No, never worry about donating. If you want to donate $100, please, no. Seriously, don't donate $100. That's way too much money. If you ever want to donate $100, what you can do is you could do $100 worth of sharing my streams and videos on social media or something like that. It's always free. It will always 100% be free. Please do not even think about donating that much money. That is way too much money. Okay, please don't do that. It's a poster for Ultimate Despair Girls. Don't think that I'm not grateful, by the way. I don't want anyone to think that I'm not grateful or anything. I'm really grateful for every donation, but if you do want to donate money, like $1 or $5 is more than enough. It's more than enough. Please don't even consider donating that much money. Just if you do really want to donate that much money, do $100 worth of sharing my stuff on social media. To me, the being free and growing as a channel is so much more valuable than just the money. Like the money itself is like, oh, it's money. What it's like but being able to interact with you all, that is really the value of the stream. So never worry about donating, right? It's, for me, being able to interact and have fun with you guys is the value in and of itself. So thank you so much, but don't think I'm not grateful, because I'm really grateful that you would even consider that. No, really. Nagito's crush on Hajime was gone, reduced to atoms. Someone told me to look at the poster. OSP. It's a video game poster. Looks interesting. I'm definitely gonna buy that. Did they just advertise their own game in their own game? Did they just advertise a game in their game? Well played. You just wanted to see me get flustered? No, don't even worry about getting flustered, right? It's like, no, I really 100%, what I say is I 100% mean, right? What I just said is I 100% mean it. Like, never worry about donating. If you want to donate, another way you can donate, even if you don't have the money, is to just spread my videos around on social media. For me, having an audience to be here and support and love me just as much as I love you is so valuable. That's the real value I get. So thank you. What, Komaru? Who, the girl? Oh, right. This is Makoto's sister, right? It reminds me, that item should be on the top of the counter. This one. It looks like a tote bag made of hemp cloth with a decal of Monomi's face on it. Give me a second, I'm gonna turn up my air. Ugh. For some reason, it's really hot in my apartment.
Did I catch your eye? It's an all-purpose tote bag for useful for a variety of common tasks. It's a limited item. Only one person can have it.
Have a good night. If the tote bag is gone, that means...
What's this?
Whoa there! Were you interested in buying that tote bag?
Too bad.
Well, too bad. It's sold out.
Who'd you sell it to?
You're so stupid.
There's no way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd say something that would reveal who the killer is.
So the killer bought it?
Ah, damn it! Fuck you, Nagito! It's not limited to one. It's more like it's, limited to one person.
What's the difference?
Hey,
Well, when you get one, you get another for free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes.
For some reason, hearing you say that kind of pisses me off. What? We got a Monokuma testimony?
Now then, I should forget that I carelessly made a slip up of the tongue.
now then.
Preparations are complete, so please enter the theater right away.
Can't wait.
This is exciting! This is exciting!
All right, well, let's go watch a movie.
I apologize for keeping you waiting. World-famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduced American audiences to atoms.
Wait, why did I say it? Why did I say that?
Reduced American audiences to tears. The Wizard of Monomi 2.5D will be screening shortly.
From the title alone, I have a bad feeling about this. 2.5D, that sounds so
Well
half-assed.
then, please relax and enjoy the film.
All right, let's see. The Wizard of Monomi, 2.5D.
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth rates.
Ah, so Monokuma was born in Japan.
One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military exercise.
Oh no!
And was whisked away to Monomi's country.
Boink.
Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change.
Yay, I like to pester old people.
So he began his journey to see the wizard Monomi, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires. Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends. Monokuma met a Monomi scarecrow who was missing a brain. When he recommended that she commit suicide, the Monomi scarecrow hanged herself
What?
and died.
What? Oh, I see what type of movie this is now.
He also met a Monomi lion who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows.
Well, that's a logical conclusion,
He
right?
also met a Monomi tin man who was missing a heart, so Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron.
Oh, thank God that murder didn't happen. Oh, God.
After a lot of other stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monomi, the great and powerful. Eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monomi.
Wait, why is the Tin Man over there? Wait, what?
And in the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her.
The movie's so bad that the animations aren't even right.
With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people, took their pensions, and lived the rest of his days in luxury.
Oh, that is a beautiful, beautiful movie.
And he lived happily ever after. The end.
Oh, mwah, mwah. Oh, stunning, incredible. He's gonna win 10 Oscars. If Monokuma doesn't get slapped first.
Man, movies are the best. That drama was so moving, I needed 2 boxes of tissues, one for each hand.
So,
Now, let's meet again at the class trial.
bye.
I'm too disgusted to even let out a sigh right now. I guess that's all I can say to describe this situation. As an American, I can confirm that the movie killed you instantly. How was it? Actually, I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction. That was the worst movie I've ever seen. Is it okay to even call it a movie?
Well,
but thanks to that movie, you now know, right? Yeah. Just like he said, the characters who were killed in the movie match the victims in the case. Ibuki's death by hanging matched the Scarecrow's death. Not just that, but Hiyoko's suspended body matches the lion's death.
but
It would have been a complete imitation if the killer killed 3 people, but it seems that wasn't possible. Perhaps the killer's upset about that right now. If the killer's main goal was an imitation murder, they should be upset. But I'm not sure if that's even true. The Wizard of Monokuma. What? That's it? I still haven't entirely figured out how she did it. I mean, it's obvious that it's Mikan. It's just the question is, what exactly did she do? Okay, but we got quite a bit from that.
Hello! How's everybody doing? It's me, Monokuma!
It's
Yay!
me,
Awesome.
Monokuma.
The class trial's gonna start, you know. So, make sure you guys come to Monokuma Rock ASAP. I'll see you soon.
But I'll try to structure everything together as usual, right before we go into the trial. It's already time. This again. I need to go to that place again. But now's not the time to be a coward. The reason Ibuki and Hiyoko became victims. In order to find the truth. The only thing I can do is go. Pew, 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 pew. Here we are. What did I call it last time? Mount Rushkuma? Yeah, this is Mount Rushkuma. Everyone who heard the announcement had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock. And soon enough. What up, bro?
Welcome!
Is everyone here? You guys want to go to the class trial?
Wait! Hey, jerk! Hold it right there! Oh, how's it going, Hajime?
Monomy's such a dumb child.
Don't get in my way. You're just a dumb little sister who's short a few brain cells.
Hey! My brain works just fine! Hey! What are you doing with Nekomaru?
I see. So you've come to avenge him.
Yes? It sounds like he died!
Sounds like you say, oops.
Anyway,
Since Nekomaru is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent.
bye-bye.
Now I gotta go first.
I won't let you! I won't let you escape!
hey,
Did you hear what he just said? Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekomaru is dead. He's just trying to piss us off.
Damn it!
Of course he's not dead. There's no way, not in a million years.
well,
More importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekomaru and Mikan will die. Why are you so excited about that? I see right through you, Mikan.
how about it?
Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail.
What do you yearn?
What are you saying, fiend? You'll find out soon enough.
See?
Then, let's go.
I'm gonna do it!
Let's hurry up and get this over with! You're right. Here we go. What do you guys think? How do you guys think the trial will go? Do you guys think everyone will be an idiot again? Or do you guys think that will bring up actually good points? Do you think Akane will finally learn to close her mouth? Do you think Soda will finally learn to use his brain? When I noticed it, I noticed our lined up silhouettes keep getting smaller and smaller. I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. And when everyone was inside Monokuma Rock, the elevator began its descent as usual. And nobody said a word. As we stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other, how about start with Mikan's the killer? The elevator descended deeper and deeper. Everyone will be stupid. And when it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. Yes, Hajime, that's how elevators work. When it descended as far as it could go, the elevator stopped. I'm sorry, this is really funny. That's how elevators work. Light poured through the other side, eroding the boundaries of darkness. And I walked into that. What? If it descended as far as it could go, does it descend even lower?
My, it feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats.
2 people got killed at the same time. Nekomaru's not here.
Hey!
Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him. Y'all hating on my boy Hajime? No, Hajime is actually smart, man. Hajime is one of the few of them who isn't an idiot.
No!
Man, you know, Hajime can say stupid things every once in a while, but that doesn't mean he's stupid.
That's... well now.
Now then, let's begin. It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Yeah, seriously, Manakyn, hurry up with the investigation. You've been streaming for 2 hours, and you've only just now finished.
Sorry, guys. Sorry for taking 2 hours on the investigation. And so, the curtain to the 3rd class trial was about to open. Ibuki Miyoda, the ultimate musician. She was really loud, but she was the mood maker of our group. When I was with her, all of my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. I agree. Hiyoko Saionji, the ultimate traditional dancer. Just from looking at her adorable face, you'd never actually know she was selfish and foul. Wow, why don't you say some good things about the dead, Hajime? But she may have been covered in shit, but underneath all that shit, she was a diamond. The person who killed those 2 is among us. And she happens to be on this very page. But whether I believe it or not, it's irrelevant. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. Aw, Hiyoko is now in red. That's why I must find out no matter the cost. For our sake. For our friend's sake. For Ibuki and Hiyoko's sake. So the curtain to the 3rd class trial was about to open. And this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun! Yes, I would like to save, thank you. And now, we will take a quick break and get into the trial. Hello, everyone. How's it going, the Joker Penguins record? Wait, it's Penguins Records. Hey, how's it going, Penguins Records? Alright, so let's go over the case. So first of all, in terms of setting skills, I still have literally 0 skills. And I don't know what I am doing wrong. Like, am I not giving them the right gifts? Am I... I'm not going to think about it too hard. So... I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I do have pivot turn, which is effective for closing arguments, but since I've been doing a skillless run anyway, let's just ignore that and just go back to just having 0 skills. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like, am I not giving them the right presents? Am I like not doing like I'm clearly doing something wrong to not get skills, but whatever. Okay, anyway. But unimportant. Okay, so let's go over the case. Alright, so as I've established at the beginning, you need to complete their free... Yes, I completed their free time, and I only got 1 skill! I completed Hiyoko's free time, and I got 1 skill! There's like 50 of them! Anyway, don't worry about it. I don't really care about the skills. I remember we had skills last time, but we'll go all skillless this time. Use it as an epic remembering for it. No. That's what we have Hiyoko's underwear for. Anyway, Hiyoko, Ibuki, Hiyoko. Okay, so what we've established earlier is effectively that for Ibuki and Hiyoko, what we have established is that the killer used the video incredibly deliberately, and it was used to manipulate Hajime, and that is why we know that Mikan is the killer, because Mikan is the one who is directly manipulating Hajime to be an individual person in the lobby of the hospital, right? So it's very clear that the murder was initiated by Mikan. That's very clear. The question is, how did she do it? And we've come to the conclusion that because there's no blood on the stepladder, it's highly likely that whatever we saw wasn't actually accurate. Which means that they might have been showing a recording. Kazuichi confirmed it, the camera doesn't have a recording, so perhaps instead it was an act. And we had been shown by Chiaki there's black curtains in the conference room and black curtains in the what is it called? In the and there are black curtains in the conference room. There are black curtains in the music venue, which means that most likely someone was putting on a play for us, or putting on an act for us. And they were doing it in the music venue. That's a reasonable place to do it if the 2 curtains are matching, right? All we do know is that it definitely wasn't Ibuki at the music venue, right? So I think it's reasonable to consider the possibility of them filming in the conference room. And if they were filming in the conference room, there's only one person who would have logically been doing that, which is Mikan. Because she specifically said she would go up. She's going upstairs, and we saw her leave upstairs. This implies that I'm not exactly sure how she killed these 2, but she somehow killed these 2. And she set up their bodies in advance. Turned up the temperature, so she herself, as the coroner, couldn't figure out the problem. Right? So it was a convenient excuse to say, oh, since it was hot, it's difficult for me to determine anything about the bodies. It was very clever for her, because she's the one who has that knowledge in the first place. The question is, how did Hiyoko appear? And based on this scrap of thick paper and it being on the batten lighting, it's possible that what they did is they just covered Hiyoko's body. I think they found a way just to cover Hiyoko's body because Hajime was in a panic. He's not going to look at every single detail of the murder, right? He's not going to notice that maybe there was like a slightly childish-looking body sticking out of the paper. He would just mostly notice it was Ibuki and then ran. She also has knowledge of the human body. Very true. And then, so instead of tying up Hiyoko, all they really had to do is just take down the cover and then just throw it into the room. And that is very quick to do. So, to an extent, I think what Mikan's going to do is she's going to bring up an alibi. And our approach to this is to point out that nobody actually has an alibi for the murders, but only one person could have reasonably filmed the thing. Or at the very least, even if she didn't film it, maybe she showed like a TV recording. There was only one person could have reasonably shown Hajime the video, and that's the person who knew Hajime was at the hospital, and that would be Mikan. So that's my approach for this one. I also want to say I'm 8 for 8 in trials right now. I'm going for a 9. This trial was hard for you? Well, I hope I got close. We'll see what happened, though. If this trial was hard, I'll be very extra careful. And, I mean, if I'm wrong, I might change the sus later, but this is just my initial thoughts. You guys ready? Here we go. 3. How could he notice a body behind a thick black curtain? No. They weren't behind a curtain. They were in front of the curtain. Here we go.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
Yeah, all the clues. Right now, my general concept of what happened, all the clues fit. And the clues were coming out of not what happened, but why they happened, right? Why was Hajime shown this video? Why did he act a certain way? Why did the killer do this? Why did the killer show Hiyoko at that specific time? It's like, it's all connected, right? All the clues support why Mikan had to be the only killer. So I'm feeling confident for this.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already!
Woohoo!
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out. You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Why would you even ask that, Akane? You never contribute.
Empty head? Huh. What's wrong with that?
The background is kind of castle themed.
Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
And that's why we don't care about your help, okay, Akane? I feel like Hajime is me, like, 90% of the time. He's just like, do I really have to deal with these children again?
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 on the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hiyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
No, I have no problem with Akane. She's just an idiot.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened.
She's like a lovable idiot. I love her, but I also acknowledge she's an idiot.
Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital.
Right.
And after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room, since she hadn't slept all night. I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head,
right?
Climbing a stepladder.
The only way this could have been seen is if somebody knew that if someone knew that someone would be able to see it. Otherwise, the plan doesn't work.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do, Hajime?
I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling.
I don't know if it's comforting to say that there's nothing you could have done, Hajime. Like, that sounds like maybe it would be comforting, but at the same time, it sounds awful. It's like, no matter what you did, Hajime, they would be dead. It's like, I don't know what to say in this situation. And I'm trained in, like, crisis, like, I'm trained in things like, crisis, like, prevention and crisis, like, therapy and stuff like that. Or, like, at least for young kids. And it's like, even I would have no idea what to say in this situation. This is such an absurd situation.
I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital.
Mikan, you just need to count to 3. You can't count to 3?
And then I noticed Ibuki was gone, so I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko, so I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Various ways. I pled with him in various ways.
Various ways?
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag.
I'm gonna start using various ways in my normal vocabulary. So I helped her study in various ways. So I had dinner with her in various ways. We spent some time together in various ways.
So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the 4 of us broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hiyoko's. And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
Yeah, Hajime is the only one that saw the video.
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Knowing you, Nagito, you probably did understand it very easily.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true? Sorry, I'm
what
only
a
being
troll.
impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious.
Wow!
Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
Lie? Why would I lie?
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it.
He knows we can prove it. He's just being an ass. You're just being an ass. You know that I'm innocent. You're just being a freaking ass.
Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
You already know the proof. You're just being an ass. It's just as Kazuichi said. Nagito's the kind of guy who'll just confuse us and make matters worse. I shouldn't have explained it to Nagito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. You're the one who told me to keep the ticket!
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's fault.
I should have shot there, but I did want to read the purple text. Hold on a second.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
Hajime's testimony is a lie.
You guys are sure entertaining.
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only
The
witness.
wielder of the cursed
Why would
eye
Hajime lie?
is me! Only
Well, obviously
me!
because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's fault.
I love you, Gundam. Oh, Gundam. Oh, Gundam.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie,
I love this.
Then the fact
You
that
guys
Ibuki
are
hung
sure
herself-
entertaining.
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie.
No, that's wrong! I'm not the killer! I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
What a troll!
Huh?
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that. Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Wow. Oh, no.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
Oh, no.
Nagito, what are you doing?
What a troll.
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation. It also provides a good warm-up.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
Don't get mad.
Don't get
I just
mad.
think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
Don't get mad. It's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank.
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
The love-hate relationship with Nagito continues.
Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
I think there's a big truck outside my window, so sorry if there's a little rumbling.
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it. Ibuki committed suicide.
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide. Ain't possible, huh?
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
No, good try. Stick to committing murders, not solving them.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
They're fumbling all over the place again!
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right?
They're still fumbling!
If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Hajime, just speak up! You know the answer!
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
No!
They were?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two! Sonia and Kazuichi!
Me too?
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru.
Nekomaru.
Me too!
Hey, why are you talking like, huh?
I mean, is it possible that... Is that allowed?
You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
Then again, what is in Nekomaru's seat right now?
Making bad jokes.
What is in Nekomaru's seat right now? Is there like a picture of him, but no X?
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall!
The killer was inside the music venue? Fuyuhiko obviously thinks so, but is that really it? I'm looking for, what's his name? Nekomaru's picture. It's the glue.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
But based on that taste...
So they looked like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
I kind of want to... you know, honestly, the purple text is kind of interesting. Let me see if I can read it.
The killer was still inside the music venue.
Sounds like an interesting assumption,
By locking the door from the inside,
I wonder...
they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door?
No, not again!
That door should not have had a lock.
Of course I agree with
The
Miss
lock was on the
Sonia!
floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
Fools!
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door.
Sticks are the keys which
By
turn
doing
the
that,
world.
the killer who was hiding
The
inside
turbidity of the world.
waited till we gathered together
The killer was inside,
and suddenly appeared.
but based on that taste...
So they looked like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
You sure know a lot. Okay, let's shoot. I'm sorry.
killer was
I'm
still
getting
inside the
really
music
distracted
venue.
by the purple text.
By locking the door from the inside. No, that's wrong.
The purple text is actually really interesting.
Wait a sec. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
From the outside? How?
There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
I guess the white noise is doing its job because it's definitely distracting me.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
It wasn't rubber at all. It was probably a gummy.
I see. That semi-transparent glob must have been glue.
Glue?
Yeah, I think so too. It had a firm, gel-like chewiness, and I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth.
Chiaki, don't put random things in your mouth.
Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
I didn't know glue was edible.
It's not.
I believe it is not something one typically eats.
The yellow gummy strikes again.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched.
Anyone who's watching who is super serious about the plot, I deeply apologize. Oh, by the way, for those of you who are here, if you could consider liking the stream, that would mean so much. Thank you so
By
much.
pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly.
Did you taste the door too?
But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily.
That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
Oh my god, she really is an android from Detroit Become Human. You guys remember? Connor would put stuff in his mouth all the time to identify them. Oh my god, Chiaki's an android! Oh my god!
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
It's okay, Fuyuhiko, stick to committing murder, not to solving it.
Apologize to Miss Sonia and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
Looking out for his friends. Good for you,
In a
Soda.
quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
That is literally the most wrong thing I've ever heard.
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
Oh, you're trying to distract us, trying to make us think, oh, I'm too slow to commit the murder. Don't look at me. Even though I am the killer, because I will kill you all.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
Earlier?
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right?
Oh, maybe they just wrapped the paper, like the wallpaper around her, right? Hajime's not gonna notice a girl's like silhouette sticking out of a paper if there's a dead body right there.
But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
Hey, there we go.
That scrap of paper, is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
It is wallpaper! The scrap that was stuck on the baton lighting in the music venue. Now, I should be able to figure out what it is. Hajime, what are you doing? Shut up, I'm playing a minigame. Give me a W! Someone told me I should wait for more W's to get more points. All right, that's a W! Let's Let's see if we can get more L's. Give me an L! L! Oh, we need another L. Oh, no, no! No! Oh, no! Oh, no, no, no! Oh, God! Okay, no more playing around. This is actually hard. A. P. Okay. R. R. W. Wait. Where'd the P go? Where'd the P go? P. Oh God. Oh God. Kill. Kill. Oh my God. There's too many. E. E. I need an E. Give me an E. Oh God. Oh God. There's so many of them. Give me an E. E. I need an E. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Where's the R? Okay, now we can relax a little bit. Oh God, now! Wait, we're gonna get more R's. Come on, we need more R's. We need more. Oh God! Oh paper! Hey, no! No! Okay, hit the R! Hit the R! No! No!
That scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room?
I'm falling apart.
In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap.
Correct.
There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper.
How's it going, Mega C?
So,
Welcome back, Kikugo.
You're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper, see? It fits perfectly.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hiyoko's body disappearing?
Oh, reappearing, actually.
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that. But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
The scrap of paper stuck to the baton lighting was part of that wallpaper I found in the storage room. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Hiyoko's body? If I trace it back from there, the answer should become clear. All right, let's give this a try. Hajime, why do you keep shut up! I'm skateboarding. All right, here we go. I'm really bad at this one, so I'll do my best. Do I jump? Ah! Like I said, I'm really bad at this one. But the music is jamming though. Where did Hiyoko's body suddenly appear at the scene of the crime? It was brought there. It was hidden. I like Logic Dive. I'm just really bad at it. All synapses are firing on all cylinders. Synapses firing on all cylinders. I can imagine, like, there are a million Hajimes snowboarding down this same track, and, like, some of them fall off and some of them keep going. What did the killer use to hide her body? The wallpaper. The minigame's happening in real time. I believe it. Oh God, there's a hole. Ew. Look at that. Ooh, ollie. Is that called an ollie? I don't know my skateboard terms, so I'm sorry if I sound like a poser. Ew. 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 Wow. Question 3. How did the killer hide her body with the wallpaper? They covered the pillar, they formed a wall. I mean, aren't those two things the same thing? They formed a wall by covering the pillar. Right, that's the same thing. I guess this is the one where it's, which one is more right? I guess they covered the pillar is more correct, maybe? All right, perfect score, all blue.
It's all coming together. I got it. Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
There we go, there we go. See, it was wrapped around her, and even though maybe there was like an indentation, it's okay because Hajime was focused on the body and not on the indentation of Hiyoko and the piece of paper.
What? They hid the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there.
Oh, I see. I mean, it's kind of a more creative way to do it, but same concept.
However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
Because you were busy looking at, the body.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar. So using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
Oh, like you don't know, Mikan. I'm on to you.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper.
I mean, that's not a very big mistake. It's really actually lucky that Gundam noticed it.
And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
The killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on them.
There we go.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
Oh, is that so,
Crime
Mikan?
itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Even someone like me, who has absolutely no skill and no talent, could do it.
Then, when was Hiyoko actually killed?
Good point. And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what is that?
Can you guys be quiet for a second?
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The...
Hey!
Oh, whoops.
Don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them. I knew it. There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hiyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's
I mean,
death.
she wasn't pumped with arrows, so not exactly.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
I will say, thank God the mutilated Tin Man was omitted, because that would be disgusting.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
The reason the killer imitated the two victims in the movie, I should be able to explain that. Because they like movies? Of course! Because they like movies! They're a cinephile! Maybe the killer committed an imitation murder because they really liked movies.
Right? The Wizard of Monomi 2.5D is like the Citizen Kuma films.
That's obviously not it.
Crap!
I should have just made things up. I need to think about an answer carefully. I'm sorry, Hajime. That's on me. The order, obviously. Where is it? To mix up the order.
I see! The reason the killer imitated two of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Then, Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid.
The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean? If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
What?
I'm not even crying.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
What a jerk!
Is he trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know?
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
Oh, Chiaki, she is firing back! Oh!
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
Correct.
How right. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather.
Okay, Chiaki's kind of moving up in my liking scale because of her sass.
Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Man, he's being annoying again.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed.
Correct.
How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
Because I do have psychic abilities.
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
Oh dang, it's a 5-on-1. Gundam and the 4 Dark Divas.
You're one to talk.
Anyway, if this continues, we're just gonna talk in circles. I think it's best if we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko was killed. I'm surprised that Gundam's still alive. To an extent, me too. Maybe he's smart, but he's just faking. Wow, it literally just gives us the answer.
When
Blood on the
Hiyoko
souls.
died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
Her feet. It's not like
I am
she's
telling
a
you
ghost.
to present your evidence.
Oh, whoa, no.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Give me that consent, girl. Yeah.
Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint blood stains on the soles of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
That's correct.
Hiyoko's blood.
Gasp.
Hyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki stepped on her blood...
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded.
Dang. Well, you know, Ibuki had gullible disease or something like that, right? Was she just like, did like, the killer, aka Mikan, say, I'm killing, I am helping Hiyoko right now by performing neck surgery. Oh, I understand. Then I will stand here and watch you perform neck surgery on Hiyoko. I have finished performing neck surgery. Hiyoko isn't moving. Yeah, it's supposed to be like that. Now help me tie her up.
Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye.
Oh, evil eye time.
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line. But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know.
That conversation's canon.
You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you've realized our difference in status.
Yes, that is it, Gundam. I very much respect your ability to think.
However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
Oh god, I'm really bad at this one. Oh god. Okay, here we go. Rope used for hanging. Surveillance, motel key, scrap of thick paper. Surveillance monitor, smudge on the floor. Must be.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Wait, seriously?
That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Wait, seriously? Gundam, just leave this to the adults. Little kids can go to the daycare.
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
Yes, I do.
Oh god, these guys, oh wait, see, the true despair is how stupid they all are. Oh my god.
You look closer. There's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right? Even if they're able to hide Hiyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Correct.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding.
Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating. So I don't think they had to go that far.
Oh, interesting how Mikan has this type of knowledge.
Aside from Mikan, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
I'm telling you guys, once we expose Mikan, she'll go ballistic and go, yes, it was actually me. I wanted to destroy you all. I'm telling you, that is her true personality. You gotta believe me. You've gotta believe me.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikan's autopsy?
That's right. I didn't know the time of death because of the heater.
Or because you didn't want to tell us.
If the time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yep. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
All right, now you guys are getting somewhere.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now. Fine then. But regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's conviction.
I mean, I agree with that. Sometimes in order to figure out the answers in a debate, you have to debate the other side.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Huh? Again? Didn't something like this happen last time too?
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
Vote for the guy, right? Huh? Suicide?
The same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blackened to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monokuma.
Ooh, I want to see a Monokuma punish.
Why me?
Nagito? What do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hiyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hiyoko and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience.
No,
right?
because she still has to reveal the body.
That's totally impossible. Then she never would have killed her to begin with.
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to
Thank
falsify
you,
the sequence of the
Chiaki.
murders, right?
5 points for Chiaki for having a brain.
After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hiyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
Chiaki's the only one that doesn't fill me with despair.
Then she was alive. When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead.
By hanging?
If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
She pretended to be dead by hanging herself? There's a million ways to pretend that you're dead.
She hanged herself. Remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
There we go, Fuyuhiko using his knowledge of actually killing people.
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging. Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
Why is this guy like this? Why is Nagito like this?
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, just what was that video Hajime saw?
It was Mikan!
According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? Then does that mean someone forced her to do it?
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
Then again, that is a good argument because she had gullible disease, right?
I don't know anything about that.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi.
No, no! Oh no, she's leading us in the wrong direction!
Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took
No!
place.
No! She's tricking you guys!
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Oh god, no.
The video Hajime saw was actually live?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
Oh, I know exactly what I have to do here, and it sucks. Oh no. She's playing you guys! She's playing you like a piano!
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease.
My
If
evil.
nobody has
No.
an alibi,
No, we have an
then-
alibi! Oh no!
No, that's wrong! Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
But you also don't. No.
You two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together that morning.
Mikan, don't say it like that.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
Mikan, what are you saying?
Too much info.
Uh-oh. Chiaki, you got some peanut butter? Because I'm sensing a little bit of jelly, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, Chiaki, you got some competition. You better work for my man Hajime. Up top, Hajime, he got game.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that. the killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
Very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
Oh?
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was?
Huh?
Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel.
God, Nagito's such a troll. Like, he knows everything that's going on, but he was like, eh, whatever.
I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
The killer had a different reason? If that's the case, are we still in the killer's trap? Inside a trap? Set by one of us, specifically Mikan? If so, then whose? And what kind of trap is it?
Hiya!
What kind of trap is it? We'll find out next time! Thank you everyone for showing up. I see there's a lot of new viewers today. So if you're new and you do enjoy watching Danganronpa, please consider subscribing. I do a lot of Danganronpa and other types of silly voice acting streams. If you do like it, please consider subbing. It would really mean a lot. And if you know anyone who would like the stream, please consider also telling them about it, because I love meeting my new people in an audience and, you know, interacting with them. I love interacting with you guys so much. Anyway, let's save and then we'll move on to a little bit of a chat time. All right. Oh, is it? Oh no, the suspense. For anyone who's new, usually what I do is I usually just have a little bit of a chat with my viewers at the end of the stream. If you guys want to join, I think I have sub-only mode chat on, but you don't have to wait any amount of time. The reason I have that is because I've had really bad spammers in the past, like spammers that say very, very inappropriate things, so I have been turning that on. But you can subscribe and immediately start talking. There is and then you can feel free to unsubscribe afterwards if you're like, no, I hate this guy's mean, this guy sucks. That's perfectly fine too if you just want to chat and say one or two things. But yeah, I hope you guys come by for the next Danganronpa. I swear, if it's Mikan, there's no way you get it right through time. I'm telling you, she ain't that innocent little girl you thought she was. She is a closet freak. And when I say freak, I mean freak. Thank you so much for coming, Megacy. Yeah, I was the spammer, but I'm changing. No, it's not just you, as Ansaman. Like, I mean, like, robots. And I mean, thank you for changing and making sure you don't spam that much. Before the trial every day, I'm telling you, it was Mikan. My girl, she might seem like an innocent little angel, but she's a devil. And she's a devil with a little freaky side. Manakyn did it in the first time? I know she ain't innocent. Oh, she was playing us for fools. She was like, oh, I don't know how to do anything. But she was sleeping with all the guys behind our backs. Right? She was going out and like drinking, getting drunk. The moment the Titty Typhoon opened, she was like hitting that tequila 24/7. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. No. Mikan. We know you are. You want to play Math 24? I could be your angel or I could be your little devil, if you know what I'm saying. By the way, guys, did you like my I saw the Toad is a Princess video. Oh yeah, that was what I was about to ask. Did you guys like my voice acting videos with Hajime and Nagito? I worked really hard on that one. Believe it or not. Those videos are not as easy to make because often I, I'll record myself and then I'll try to make sure that, you know, the microphone is in a good place so I don't get echoes and stuff like that. She belongs to the streets. I know, right? She might be... No, I'm not going to continue that. It's amazing. I'm glad you guys like it. It's amazing! Wow, Hajime! You love the voice acting? It's amazing, Hajime! I didn't know you could be a stepping stone for hope just like me! If you guys have any other games like Danganronpa and Danganronpa 2 you guys like, by the way, make sure you suggest them. Sometimes I forget Nagito doesn't have voice lines. I'm spot on. Am I? Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. I've been trying to get a little bit better at voice acting. And you know, that makes me really, really happy that you guys enjoy it. Especially, you know, sometimes with the silliness that comes in with Mikan's voice. Mikan's up here. Like, obviously, I can't do Mikan's voice, but... Before you go... Try out WarioWare games. I have actually played WarioWare, the one for the Switch, on my channel. You should check it out. I really, really like Ashley. Ashley is adorbs. What do you guys think of Danganronpa 3? Because I know some people really like No, it's not Danganronpa 3. Danganronpa 3 is the anime. I keep saying Danganronpa 3, and I keep getting corrected. No, it's not Danganronpa 3. Danganronpa 3 is the anime. It's Danganronpa version 3 or something like that, right? It's like, Danganronpa version 3 or Danganronpa, like, was it V3, I think? Yeah, so I always get corrected by that. But, yeah, what do you guys think of that? I heard some people really like it and some people really hate it. I'm sure I will like it because I really like the Danganronpa series. I'm also really, really, really excited to play as the piano girl. I think the ultimate classical musician. I know like a little bit about the game. I know there's the ultimate classical musician, and then there's a... Actually, that's all I remember. That's all I remember. You love the protagonist? Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing, because, you know, for the first time, it's like the protagonist isn't particularly special. The first time, the protagonist was the ultimate lucker dude, and he was accompanied by the ultimate detective. This time around, we are accompanied by the ultimate lucker, and we're like the ultimate mystery guy. And then, you know, the third time, she's just the ultimate pianist. Okay, yeah, and I'm looking forward to her because, you know, there's nothing special about her. It's not like she's, like, lucky. It's not like, no, she just plays the piano. It made you sob. Oh, dang. I'm looking forward to crying. She just plays the piano. It's like she has nothing to do with, like, mysteries or luck or solving things. It's like, no, she just plays the piano, and I'm really looking forward to that. I didn't really cry at V3, but chapter 4 and 5 slayed me. Uh-oh. 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 No, make sure you don't put spoilers, but I see. I'll look forward to the absolute tragedies that occur. I mean, chapter 2, Danganronpa 2 was pretty tragic too. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing the tragedy get one-upped. Have I ever watched Nathan Dawn? A little bit. I'm not like a super hard watcher, but I know who he is. Huge spoiler. Someone dies at the end of the chapter. Oh, you spoiled it! You gotta go. Thank you so much for coming, Kiyoma. And, you know, making sure the chat stays good. Thank you so much. It was awful. 2 was awful because both of the people were comfy characters. Trying to keep this spoiler free. Yeah, but I'm having a great time with Danganronpa 2, and I hope I can keep playing games where I can like do voice acting and stuff. By the way, don't forget tomorrow we finally return to Fire Emblem Three Houses. I know some of you may not have been here when I first started playing Fire Emblem Three Houses, so please do come by because it'll be really exciting, and probably we're going to be reintroduced to all the characters because we're going into like a completely new section of the game. So hopefully you guys can come. What are mothballs? I think they meant mothballs, but they were kind of making a play on it. Mothballs. Let me try to look up. It's like a chemical, I think. Mothball. Yeah, mothballs are small balls of chemical pesticides. Yeah, they're essentially pesticides. Yeah, I think they meant mothballs, but they kind of made a joke on it. Case 2 was heartbreaking and the execution was sad. Are you talking about Danganronpa 2? It was. Favorite execution? Dang. Do you guys even hear yourselves? This was my favorite execution. It's like, you guys are like counting executions. Like, if you ever think about it, we're kind of the bad guys here because we're just like laughing at their deaths. I can't believe one of the characters killed another one of the characters with an object. All 3 games. All 3 games were just laughing at people killing themselves. We're the real bad guys. It's not my fault it was written. Oh yeah. I hope you guys have been doing well. Do you guys, I like to ask this every once in a while. Do you guys have any personal successes that you guys want to talk about? Anything, could be as getting an A on a test, because I want to celebrate that with you guys. Like you got an A on the test, you asked a girl out, maybe? First game, case 2, depressing. Second game, case 2, depressing. Third game, case 2, depressing. Oh man. I'm Celestial Lunenburg, god damn it! Instead of watching a playthrough, you should play Ultimate to scare girls myself off stream. Yeah, I might do it off stream. It's questionable to do it on stream just because I know that the topics are a lot more serious than Danganronpa 2. Or Danganronpa, because I know like in Danganronpa there's murder, but they kind of make light of it. Like in sexy scenes, they kind of joke about it. Oh no, I fell asleep on top of you. But I know that in Danganronpa Despair Girls, there was actually like sexual abuse and like child endangerment, child abuse and all that, like alcoholism and stuff like that. I know there's really serious topics in that, so I might avoid it. Straight to the FBI. Oh, I see. Yeah, I know enough about Danganronpa Ultimate Despair because I actually asked people if it was good, and so I got a bit of a lowdown on it. So I guess I spoiled myself a little bit, although it's a shooter, so it's not really much of a spoiler. But yeah, I know that one of the female characters talks about I guess I might get censored on YouTube, but one of the female characters talks about child pornography and sexual abuse of minors. So yeah, it's not a family-friendly game to play on my stream, that's for sure. Yeah, so I might avoid streaming that one, that's for sure. If you guys can confirm that, that would be helpful, because I don't actually know if my sources are correct, but I think they are. You're in a tournament for a game you're playing. What game? Yeah, pretty much. Okay, thank you for confirming. Yeah, what game, Meep? Your sources are basically correct. I forgot if it's explicit, but definitely implied. I doubt a Danganronpa game would be explicit. Although, if it's rated M, no, there's no way. There's no way it'd be explicit. Math 24 for your school. Oh, you know, speaking of educational games, one of these days I wanted to do a Kahoot stream because I don't know what Kahoot is, but apparently it's a learning software. So I wanted to do a Kahoot stream. Maybe I'll do a Kahoot stream for my 2K if I ever get to 2K subs. I don't know if that would be interesting to you guys. You've never played Kahoot? Tragic. Is that tragic? I grew up in an era where we actually learned with pencils and paper. We didn't have computers in every single classroom. Teachers just like using it? Yeah, because teachers nowadays are lazy! Ah! Teachers nowadays are lazy. Right? Why create a lesson when you have a lesson right there in front of you? I don't mean to insult teachers. I'm sure there are many, many, many great teachers out there. But, you know, there are some teachers that just, do nothing nowadays. My teacher gives you 20 to 30 pieces of homework. See, that's a good teacher there. Making you suffer. That's the mark of a great teacher. I'm kidding. Just work hard, Cassie. Hang in there. It's about the competitiveness. You gotta kill to get to the top. I have to be #1 in Kahoot. Oh. I have to be #1 in Kahoot, and I don't care how many people I slaughter to get there. How was that? Exactly, I got the spirit. Yeah, but I rarely ever played educational games. I think the one game I played that was educational was the Oregon Trail. Do you guys still play the Oregon Trail? The Oregon Trail was such a school video game. Oh man, I played the heck out of the Oregon Trail. Oh man, all my people died of what? Like malaria maybe? Yeah, half of my troop died of malaria, and the other half got bitten by a rattlesnake, and we left them behind. All my wagons would crash as I was trying to cross the river. Oregon Trail, it's a historical game where you try to simulate traveling from maybe the Midwest to Oregon. Your dad has played the... Dang, now I feel old. Dang, I feel freaking old. Hey, can your dad hear us? Hey, Cassie dad. I only watch Let's Plays, but the deaths, oh man, I was so in love with this one character. She was like a girl, she was traveling so that she could make a better life for her mom who was sick. And then we left her behind because she got bitten by a rattlesnake. I was heartbroken. Oh my god. Oh, ooh, that hurt me so bad. My guys kept dying of Okay, entertaining. Okay. Okay, entertaining. You guys and your Ligma jokes. What was my favorite town? I mean, the town where you reach the end, obviously. I remember there being, I don't remember the names of anything. It's like all a blur in my head. I can't remember the last time I actually played. I still have the CD to play Oregon Trail. Did you guys know, when I was growing up, in order to play video games, you needed to put a floppy disk into your computer. Do you guys even know what a floppy disk is? Like, do you guys even have any idea what a floppy disk is? Like, we used to have to put floppy disks and CDs into our computer in order to play a game. You like Sakon. The prices were always lower than the others. Yeah, I hear they serve nuts at Sakon. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of nuts at Sakon. I know that. It's a disc that is floppy. I mean, fair enough. Never understood how they worked, but oh, you don't want to know how they work. They have magnetic tape. Ooh, think about that. We used to store information on magnets. Well, not really magnetic tape, but you get the idea. And nowadays, the computer that I grew up with, which was this big, now is like, we have cell phones that are like this big and like 4 times as powerful. Oh man. Oh man, great times, great times. And when I say great times, I mean horrible. Yo man, all this technology now makes life so good. I'm sure maybe when you guys grow up, you'll be looking at the technology that the kids have and you're like, oh, you guys have it easy. Back in my day, all we had was TikTok. Back in my day, we couldn't have holograms. We had to use our phone and go to Instagram. Your mom had the first Mac. Oh, good God. Awesome. Good for her. She has a piece of history. Back in my day, we had to use TikTok in order to share 30-second videos. Back in my day, we had to use Instagram. She threw it out. Yeah, understood. Understandable. Back in my day, we had AirPods. You kids directly beaming the music into your brains. I think I better go make dinner, guys. As you guys know, the moment I start talking about food, the stream is just about over. So thank you guys so much for joining me. You guys you guys don't know what it means to me, for have you all here. Back in my day, we had YouTube and Twitch to share video. Oh, geez, entertaining. Back in my day, we actually had to be in the same room to make kids. Oh, geez, entertaining. Oh, God. But, yeah, anyway, I'm gonna leave before it gets any worse. But, yeah, no, seriously, there is nothing I appreciate more than knowing that, I can share my life experiences with you and I can share my advice with you. For those of you who have watched my small video about my salary and how I chose a job, you guys will know that, you know, I wanted to be a teacher at one point, and being here and being able to, you know, share my experiences and help you guys with problems and give you guys advice. It's truly something that I enjoy, and that makes me so happy that you guys are, are able to support that and just hear and have a good time and, be able to escape from your 30 pages of homework, Cassie. I didn't know you wanted to be a teacher, but after seeing your streams, I'm totally not surprised. Yeah, I actually wanted to be a high school teacher, and I was encouraged not to because high school teachers don't make that much money and I'd be struggling for my life. And maybe that's sad, but it's also true, unfortunately. Teachers aren't that well respected. They don't make very much money. You can blame a million people. I don't know, the teacher union, the government, it's either the communists or the capitalists or somewhere in between, right? It's one of those guys. So literally everyone. Mana would be arrested as a teacher. Have you seen his humor? I mean, I've seen a lot of things. See, entertaining, you're totally right. That's clearly not a joke. You're an animator. That's really cool. Post some of your animations on the Discord sometime. If I was one of your teachers, I'd be your favorite. I don't know, I'm pretty tough on my students. I have done plenty of teaching in the past, so I'm pretty tough on my students, but I hope, at least before the FBI comes. Oh, guys, no, stop. The Danganronpa characters are high schoolers. Yeah, but the main character is also a high schooler. Don't you get it? Yet I'm dead broke. Hey, keep working hard on that animation. Maybe take drawing lessons or art lessons. Go look at tutorials. Nowadays, you guys have answers to everything on YouTube. Just look up art tutorial, anime drawing tutorial. You'll find everything you need. So just use that. You don't even need to take lessons anymore. Nowadays, everything is like available at your fingertips. Do I need to? No, don't never worry about giving me money, entertaining. Like I said, if you want to give me $2 instead, give me $2 of spreading my content on media, or to anyone who's enjoys gaming videos, or streamers who like to interact with their audiences, or even just what is it? People who are looking for advice, because I love doing that. I love giving people advice. Also, if you guys notice, my room looks so much cleaner because I cleaned it. Now no random boxes. Yeah, I'm definitely... Oh, by the way, guys, clean your room. Go clean your room, guys. It's good for you. Oh, no. No, you didn't have... No, oh, thank you. I already did, Dad. You didn't... Oh, I'm gonna wait for the pop-up, because I know the pop-up is coming. Come on, pop-up. Why is the pop-up so slow? Come on, pop-up. 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 Come on, pop-up. Pop-up.
Do you have any quests for me?
There it is. I need to fix that. Oh, thank you. Oh, entertaining. Really, like, I don't think you all realize, like, as someone who strives to have a free stream, seeing someone who's, they see it's free and they're still willing to donate that is just so meaningful. So, what if I bought you dinner with the donos from today? I mean, where I live, if I could get a dinner for like $3, like $2, I would be the happiest person alive. Food is so freaking expensive where I live, and it sucks. But I mean, everything is expensive around here. Actually, it just sucks. It just sucks. And I'm the type of person who tries to live normally. And gas now too. Don't make me cry, not so innocent. You're gonna make me burst into tears. The other day, I was filling up my gas in my car, and oh man, I was crying as the money was going down that gas tank. Oh, the numbers were rising so fast. It was so painful. You have an addiction? We will get you a help group. I don't want you to be addicted. I cooked steak in Trinidad. A great cooked steak in Trinidad is 15 bucks. Dang, I mean, if it's a good steak, 15 bucks isn't bad. 15 bucks is not bad. Like a steak for 15 bucks, that's really good. Like if it's like high quality beef, it's like that's fantastic. So go out there and make your parents get that for you every single night. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Dad. I'm just kidding. I don't even have a car yet, and you know I feel yes. I can't even describe you. Like sometimes I'm going to the beach to play volleyball, and I think to myself, should I actually be going to the beach? Because going to the beach requires driving, and even though playing volleyball is free, now I have to think about freaking gas prices. Oh God. Recommendations for boba tea flavors. I always just go normal. Whatever they recommend, I take it. I'm not a big fan of boba, by the way. Sorry guys, I know it's like heresy to not like boba. I don't like boba really all that much. Like whatever they call milk tea, or some places they call it house tea. It's like, yeah, just get the normal milk tea. The cover of the stream looking kind of sus. Mikan, it's just Mikan. What are you guys talking about? I always go cookies and cream boat. What the frick? Is that a thing? Oh, it sounds way too sweet for me. As you guys know, I'm not a big fan of sugar. Maybe like fruit. Boba sounds like booba, and booba sounds like boobs, and that's funny. Boy, we need to work on your sense of humor. You love sugar? Well, don't eat too much. I know you're still growing. And that would be bad. Make sure you eat more spinach, more broccoli. That's important. Instead of learning to love sugar, learn to love broccoli. I love broccoli. Spinach is good. There's a show called Booba. Look it up. I will not look it up until I am off stream. We need to work on your humor, said Mana after making multiple jokes about Hiyoko. And then, but it wasn't me! It wasn't me! It was the game! It was the game! I didn't do anything! This is Mana thumbnail kinda sus with thumbnails. I try to do the thumbnails as strange as possible. I like to have like photoshops and stuff. It gets attention. When Gundam told you to bring underwear, he meant your underwear. He just said make sure you bring an extra pair of underwear. I brought an extra pair of underwear. What more do you want? It may have been someone else's, but I did what he said. Anyway, it is time for me to eat. My stomach is churning and yearning and burning like a learning turn. And I'm yearning for food to increase my mood because I got attitude to eat some burgers. All right. Thank you all so much for joining me. It is always a pleasure to spend time with you guys. Don't forget that tomorrow is Fire Emblem Three Houses. It is a game that is very dear to my heart, So I would love it if you guys showed up and just hung out with me, because I want to, you know, be able to express my love for a game with you guys. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Do you have any quests for me? And I will see you all next time.